Welcome to Evershade Gaming, YouTube and 9th Age communities. This is Alex Meyer.
And this is Charles Sadler.
And today we're going to be looking at the army lists for Siege at the Tower 2018. We're actually in the car right now as we're recording this.
Driving all the way to Uncle John's pancake house.
Are we on 94 right now?
We're on I-94.
Yep. And so, unfortunately, only 2 guys coming. This has been a really weird weekend for us. We were initially thinking we were going to have like 4 or 5 guys going, and then people just started dropping like flies until it was just us.
Yep, just two remained.
I was really excited, particularly when it was just you, me, and Maxwell.
Oh,
because it would have been like
battle cry.
It would have been battle cry all over again.
Battle cry. But number 2.
It was not to be. So it's just Chuck and I, and we're going to try and get this list review done because we didn't really have time during the week. So let's try and do it now. Because we need to know what we're going to be up against.
There's not that many lists at this point. It's what, 35 we got to review because Mooks dropped?
I think so, yep.
So that's not even that many lists.
So we're going to start off with the only Beast Herds list, my own list.
Alex Meyer.
Yeah, I already won Best Beastman. So,
explain your list to us, Alex.
I will. We've got a Centaur Chieftain. He's a battle standard bearer. He's wearing heavy armor with a lance, shield with the Basalt Infusion for that fireproof and the extra armor, the Talisman of Shielding for a 5-up ward save, and the Willow's Ward since he is technically on foot.
That drives me crazy still.
Get out of here. And then, so he's got extra armor, and he can soak some impact hits if they get caught out with a chariot. So, that's my BSB. It's pretty cool. Then
we've little overpowered.
He's pretty cool. He's a little bit expensive, but I didn't put totems on him because I'm kind of done with totems, or at least totems and I are on hold until we figure each other out.
Well, you've got 2 totems on your champions.
Yes, and I think that's a good place for them until we figure out whether or not we want to keep totems on champions, because that's a thing up for debate right now. But anyway, let's continue. We've got a Minotaur Warlord. He's my general, and that's pretty dangerous. He's got paired weapons. He's got Agger's Affliction for the +1 toughness and the regen.
+1 resilience.
Sorry, my bad. Take a drink. Then we've got Blessed Inscriptions for rerolls to wound and I almost said blessed attacks. Remember those?
Yes.
Or holy attacks even?
Holy attacks. That was
ways away. But divine attacks. And then we've got the Crown of Horns on him for the free hatred. And a Potion of Swiftness, so we can get up to, if he charges, he can get up to maximum agility 9.
It's pretty fast, honestly.
Yeah.
That's even matching, like, the Sylvan Elf characters.
Yeah, a Chieftain is 8, I think. Or maybe a Chieftain is 7, and then a Lord is 9, I think.
Yes, from Sylvan Elves.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty cool.
That's pretty fast.
And then we've got my first Soothsayer. He is a Wizard Adept, so he's going to get the 2 spells from Druidism. And he's carrying the Dark Rain. And then we've got another Soothsayer. He is a Apprentice of Evocation. So I just got that 1 spell, but it's 3 rolls to wound and lethal strike spell. So it's like, how can you go wrong? With a range of 18, like it's such an excellent spell for us.
That's something I noticed, actually. I noticed in our own personal group meta, nobody was running Wizard Adepts, or I tried it one time.
It's almost entirely Masters.
I ran it one time during the 2.0 like playtesting time period, like kind of in the fall.
Yeah, when we were still trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah, but then everyone was running Wizard Masters, and I was actually a little bit interested to see people are running some Adepts and some Apprentices. I think it's going to be interesting. Again, the way I kind of looked at it, I'm like, yeah, why would you not take a Wizard Master?
And in a lot of ways, that is the case, because you really want that +1 modifier to your cast rolls, because it's really hard to find it anywhere else. Being able to get the spells you want is a really nice boon. Wizard Master is a great upgrade, but it is appropriately expensive right now.
Yes, I think it's right off the right cost.
I've got these 2 wizards in here, the Soothsayer Novice and the Apprentice, Adept and Apprentice, and they come out to almost the exact same price as the Master would.
Yeah,
the same
you get more items though.
Well, no, because neither of them are Masters. So,
no, I mean, you probably still got the same amount of, like...
the same amount of items that I would, but I don't have
the same
more.
amount of items, yes.
Yeah. But it means I can spread my spells around. It means I have more wounds on the table.
Yeah.
So in the case that I get attacked, I won't lose all my magic ones.
Right?
That's right.
On foot? Yeah. That's actually really nice. Yeah. More wounds spread out between two wizards.
And especially because I can get those rerolls for panic checks for both of them.
Oh, that's really good.
So I have up to 4 rerolls for panic checks on that mongrel unit.
Yeah.
And let's talk about that mongrel unit. We have in my core a unit of 30 mongrels with musician and banner, spears, and the banner of the wild herd for that extra strength and AP for 1 round. Pretty good. Then we have my bunker of 10 mongrel raiders. We have 15 ambushing wild horns with musician, paired weapons, and throwing weapons. And then another unit of the same thing. And that's my whole core at 940 points.
Very cool.
Very cool.
I mean, it's a great core. I like the mongrel little bunker.
I was experimenting with consolidating both of those ambushing units into one large one for a couple of games.
Interesting.
And I liked the way it was working because it meant that they were never running away.
Yeah.
But it also meant that in the case that I did lose it, I lost a lot more points at one time than I am having the 2 separate units making my opponents split their attention. I don't know.
It's like I can see the benefits to either, but I think the 2 smaller ones are better.
And in this case, I've got 1 extra scoring unit, so it helps.
Yeah.
Then we've got a unit of 12 centaurs in my special. They've got full command, lances, and the banner of speed with the gnarled hide totem. So these guys are advance rate 9 with lances, and since they're drunk, they'll be strength 7, AP 4 on the charge. And they get to keep their shields since they're not using those paired weapons anymore. So they have a 5-up armor save all the time, and a 4-up armor save if I get that gnarled hide totem off. So I feel like these guys can take a little bit of a punishment, other than tough 4 with 4-up.
I feel like you can take some punishment just because you have some druidism spells.
And that too, because I can bring back 3 centaurs per cast, plus 1 from the attribute of close enough.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. And then we have 6 minotaurs with full command, shields, and the banner of speed, the gnarled hide totem. And I've been getting some pushback. I posted my list on the 9th Age forums, and a couple of 9th Age players were like, Dino, what are you doing?
They didn't like the shields.
They didn't like the shields. They were still all about the paired weapons, which is, it's sensible because it puts you up to offensive skill 5 and ignoring parry.
I don't really see it's only like 2 more attacks the way you run it though.
Yes, and that is the drawback, is that...
And you already have hatred, so it's like...
Right.
I don't really see the, like needing to get her out and parry.
So are you actually agreeing with me regarding the shields?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
I completely get where you're coming from. It's you only would get 2 more attacks.
Yep. And that's the real downside, is that you only get 2 attacks.
Yeah.
But at least the way I'm running with the character in the unit.
Well, I think the way you've got them, the 6 models 3x2 is perfect.
I don't want too much frontage. I'm relying on the character to do the work, not the actual models themselves.
And it's not like the models can't help the character, because there's still a bunch of strike 5 attacks.
Yep.
With hatred, with battle focus,
all the good stuff. Yep.
So it's like I don't really see any reason for you to not have shields, honestly.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're so much cheaper. They are half as expensive as paired weapons.
Yeah. So I think it's fine. I think you're gonna. I think that's the way. I think you might see that pop up more often.
And then we've got 2 Razor Tusk chariots to pop out that extra inch to charge bubble.
Yep.
And then 2 Razor Tusks for chaff, 1 each. So that's my list. I'm pretty excited to play it. I got a couple of test games in with it, 2 promising results. So here's hoping I can make it work today.
I'm going to give you an attaboy.
Thank you.
I'm going to give you an attaboy and a very cool.
I will abstain from my vote. But yeah, so let's move on. Yep, the first Dread Elf list is a list we already saw. This is Neil Hamilton's Oracle Dragon list.
Yes.
So
I like the changes he made from the game I played with him.
Alright, let's see what we got. We have an Oracle General. She's a Wizard Master of Cosmology. Imagine that. With more Extra Reaping to get that, is it extra attacks?
I think it gives you an extra attack. She has like 4 attacks.
Yep.
At like, I think just strength 4.
Sure.
But every wound she does, I think she gets another Veil token.
Yeah. Which is awesome.
Which is great, because that's just more power dice in your X magic phase. So it's like, if you do like 4 wounds, and even if you saved like 1 or 2 tokens.
Yeah, if you're fighting the things a dragon should be fighting, then your wizard's going to have a chance to pop a couple wounds off.
Yeah. I mean, that wizard's probably not going to see a ton of combat,
but like any avail tokens is better than none.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. But even like, even the combats, like the combats are good for her. Are obviously like low strength.
Yeah.
Usually low strength models are usually T3 or T4. So yeah, I think she's going to see combat.
Yes.
And I think she's going to generate a lot of tokens for it. It's pretty cool.
I think it's an excellent build, and she's obviously got the Wandering Familiar, so she can pop it out around corners while she's hiding from cannons.
That's probably what makes that Dragon actually really viable.
Yep.
Is even
when it's invisible, hiding behind a building, it can still shoot you.
It's still throwing magic out there.
Yep.
So, and it's actually really funny. Like the game we played, it took him like a few turns to beat down my cannons, but once he did,
he just came right over.
Came out of the building.
It's coming out of the sun.
Yeah.
All right. And then we have a Captain BSB with the Cult of Alarin. He's got a halberd, a heavy armor, the Banner of Gardacost, and the Seal of the Republic. Is the Seal of the Republic the old Armor of Blood?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the Seal of the Republic now. The Banner is...
I think it's a great name.
The Seal of the Republic?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I honestly like the idea of the Dreadhouse being a Republic. That sounds really interesting. Kind of makes me think of Rome, honestly.
It broke off of the traditional monarchy of the High Elves.
Yeah. And I think that sounds actually really... And actually, that would almost make sense if there's like an emperor in this republic, too.
Yeah.
They literally could almost base them off of Rome, and that'd actually be really good, because Rome is pretty barbaric for all its civilized, like, being very civilized, you know?
I really love some of the changes they've been making with the fluff recently. I think it's been in a really interesting direction.
It's fun. It's good. You know?
Then we've got 5 Dark Raiders with repeater crossbows, and then 5 Dark Raiders with repeater crossbows. Oh, both of them also have shields, so 4-up armor set.
Yeah, I forgot how annoying it was to kill these guys.
Yeah, it's 8th edition all over again with these fucking Dark Raiders. It's giving me nightmares.
It seemed like I spent the first 3 turns of our game just killing those guys.
Like, these are toughness 3 models, Charles. This shouldn't be a problem.
I know, right?
No, they're so fast, and that 4-up armor saves them in so many situations. I feel like I know somebody who's also running units of toughness 3 cavalry with 4-up armor saves.
It's not me.
Are you not running the riders?
No, I dropped them from my list.
Oh, well, we'll get to that.
I don't know if anybody's actually seen me. I don't know if you guys saw my list. I made like some drastic changes.
He's got the secret lists coming out, so no one can spot his strategies. This guy.
I don't know the strategies.
All right, so then the real crux of Neil's list is this unit of 43 Dread Legionnaires with full command and spears. Just try shifting this, I dare you.
Well, the problem is they got spears, which are really good.
Yep.
And then the banner that the BSB has gives them like +1 to wound stuff, basically, right? Yeah. So that's a very scary spear unit.
Just because there's so many attacks, almost all of which are going to be hitting because they're elves. And then,
well, if you charge them, they're Niche 7.
Yeah. So they're going to get to go.
Even if you're like an Niche 6 elf,
you're not going to get to strike before them.
Simo. Like,
yeah.
That sucks.
Elves with spears. The fastest thing in 9th Age.
Yeah.
And then we've got...
Like that would be a really bad unit even for your Minotaurs.
Oh, for anything. No. I definitely have to pick my fights. I wouldn't even try to engage that unit. I'd just be avoiding it.
The good thing is they only have a 5-up armor save, so if you have something like Unity Divergence or something like that, you could hopefully do quite a bit of wounds or something like that.
Then we've got 2 units of Raven Cloaks, 10 strong with great weapons. That's pretty cool.
I was really glad you put those in there.
Yeah, those are going to be really strong.
I had a lot of trouble with them last time.
It's understandable. They're so fast, they can get around so quickly, and they've got those great weapons to really cause some damage. We've got 10 Dread Judges with Musician.
I like the new name. He
wow.
didn't like it.
That's so
Dread
cheap.
Judges.
250 points for that unit of 10 elves. That's really good.
Not much at all with the Musician, right?
Yeah. That's really
perfect.
good.
Yeah.
Raptor Chariot, because Raptor Chariot.
I love Raptor Chariots.
2 units of 10 Tower Guard, both with Musicians.
I loved it too. Yeah, like he added this too. Last time we played, actually no, he did have 2 last time.
Yeah. And then
never saw
he did add the Kraken.
Yes, I know. I was like looking at this list. I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what? If I fought Neil again, the nice thing is my steam tank wouldn't have anything worse. And I was like, oh, he's got a Kraken.
The Kraken will end you.
I would have to kill that Kraken before anything happened. Because that Kraken gets anything through, it's like
so disastrous.
Really yeah.
So yeah, Neil's list, definitely an attaboy.
Oh, attaboy for sure.
Not only is he taking a dragon with a really cool build, he's also just got a really solid list built around it.
Yeah, I love the rest of the components.
Like, it's barely even a gimmick.
No, it's just a lot of, like, it's just a solid amount of, like, MSU, and then, like, that one big unit that still is, like, you're going to have a hard time shifting that spearman unit. And he's got all these little, like, tough elven units that can actually deal out some serious damage. And honestly, now that, like, I don't think you're going to see, I barely saw any Pyromancy in any lists.
Yep.
So, like, I mean, that, like, back then, that was probably, like, the hardest counter to his list is you could just try and do Scorching Salve every turn.
Yes.
And you're going to keep killing a bunch of elves. Now it's like, you really got to dedicate targets to these little units, try and pick them away to get any points. Yeah, it's a great list.
I love your list, Neil. Alrighty, let's move on to Dwarven Holds. We've got Andrew Wayner's dwarves here. He's got a king. I assume this is his general, but it isn't marked. We've got a king with a great weapon, with shield bearers, a hold stone, the rune of shielding, the rune of the forge, and a rune of iron. So this guy is just total tank, almost no like damage output other than that great weapon. So
which even like the great weapon is not terrible.
Oh, of course
like,
not. He kept it super cheap.
It's like 4 strength 6 attacks.
This is a 460 point dwarven king. So he is cheap. He's got a lot of wounds. He's hard to shift. So he's not going for like an all-out killy build. He's not going for like an all-out I'm that unkillable build. He's just going for like a very balanced middle of the road. Yeah. I'm very tanky because I'm a dwarf still.
Yep.
But not the immortal king that we've known to dread. Yeah. Then we have a Thane BSB with a great weapon and a shield. Huh. Not really sure why you would have a great weapon and a shield.
Yeah.
Because you can't really choose. And then he's got a rune of iron for an armor save. He's got the standard of shielding to help out everybody within... I think that's everyone within 6 inches.
Probably.
Standard of shield. Then we've got a runic smith with a shield and 3 runes. Pretty standard. Very cheap though. At only 235. He didn't buy any like talismanic runes or anything like that on that runic smith.
I mean that's cheap. 235.
Very cheap.
For 3 runes.
Yep.
I'm actually kind of curious to see how the dwarves do with the runes. Now that bounce spell's kind of got.
I think the dwarves got the best out of the reformed bounce spells.
Oh really?
Mostly because theirs are still so powerful. In addition to the fact that they can take them multiple times, and the anvil.
Yeah, they can take them multiple times now, can't they?
Yes.
Were they not allowed to do that before?
I think they were.
Okay. Yeah, because now you can do like 2 rune of iron and get like the better armor save, or the reroll armor save, right?
Right.
That's kind of that's pretty crazy actually.
And then the anvil is still super good.
Yeah, the anvil's.
Given that it has such a long range, like
3 to 6 inches, and they're all axes are just like money. Very
money.
Cool.
So he's got in his core 23 clan warriors with shields and full command, cheap and effective. You have 24 graybeards with shields and full command, even better. And a unit of 10 clan marksmen with normal handguns, shields, and standards. Automatic tisk for no guild-crafted handguns.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't take guild-crafted. Accurate, especially now that I'm experiencing accurate, I'm like, I don't know how you can live without it. And that's actually one of the reasons why I changed my list. I didn't have any light infantry.
You're going to have to get used to not seeing those guild-crafted handguns because the next list doesn't have them either.
I know, right?
It's
like,
so nuts.
Like,
I guess they just want the bodies.
Is it really that much more expensive, though?
I feel like the accurate is better than bodies.
In this case, always. Yeah.
Because for dwarves, you're paying so much for that extra body.
Yeah.
Because you have all those flesh rules piled on top of it. Then we've got 20 Deep Watch with full command. Those are going to be really tough to shift. I assume that's where his...
King is probably going?
No. That's probably where his Thane is staying. Okay. Because he's got a unit of 20 Kingsguard.
Kingsguard, yeah.
With full command also.
Well, I don't know. They both have bodyguard.
Yep.
Any character, I'm pretty sure. It's kind of weird Deep Watch have bodyguard and Kingsguard have bodyguard.
I mean, they are dwarves, but yeah, it's a little tough to try and decide which unit to go into when they're both going to stick all the time.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go and see 20 Seekers at full command, which are going to be a pain in the butt for anybody.
That's a lot of Seekers.
It's a lot of Seekers.
Did they have Vanguard or anything?
Nope. He kept everything this list super standard and super cheap, just so I think he could field as many dwarves as he possibly could. And then a cannon, and an organ gun. None of them have any upgrades.
That's surprising too. I guess the cannons don't really need upgrades.
But the +1 to wound on the organ gun
is so good.
So good.
Yeah.
Alright, so that is Andrew's list. What do you think?
I'm reluctant to give it an attaboy.
I'm giving it a tentative attaboy as well, because it's a lot of dwarves, that's for sure.
It is a lot of dwarves.
Having to turn through all those dwarves and all those scoring units is going to be very tough.
I think the problem is, though, like, I think you can pick up those units one by one.
Depends on what you're running. Like, because especially with those Deep Watch and Kingsguard, if you don't kill all of them, they're winning combat. And the Deep Watch, you just can't.
It's fair.
So then we're moving on.
Your Minotaurs will probably do it.
Minotaurs tend to have a good time with dwarves because they get to go first and they do a lot of damage.
Yeah, and you just can't make too many saves.
Yep. I get to make all the stomps and everything. Yeah.
I mean, and I think your Minotaur Warlord will kill.
Oh, he'll have a heyday because he makes them re-roll their ward saves and everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he'll just kill like 4.
All right, we have Jeff Durham's Dwarven Hordes list, or Dwarven Hordes.
Dwarven Hordes.
Auxiliary list, the Feral Dwarven Hordes.
Feral Dwarven Hordes.
Now we got Dwarven Hordes list, a king with a shield, the Rune of Destruction, Smashing, Fury, 2 Runes of Iron, Shielding, and the Forge. This guy is the whole hog, defensive and offensive.
That guy's gonna really mess up stuff.
And he's on foot.
Does he have like the D3 runes, or does he have the Strength 10?
I believe the Destruction is the Strength 10.
Strength 10?
Or anything over +5.
Yeah,
it's real great. And he's only 480, so he's not even that expensive.
Yeah, it's still pretty cheap.
Because he's on foot, so he's not paying for the 120-point shield bearers that previous king was.
Oh, okay.
Alright, then we've got a Thane BSB. He's got a shield, a Rune of Iron. I love this build. The Rune of Dragon Breath and the 3 Runes of Lightning. This guy is going to screw up that unit of Dread Elf Spears.
Yeah.
Because if he gets even 1 successful hit in combat, those Runes of Lightning give him an extra 3d3 Strength 4 AP1 hits.
That's so cool.
That's so nuts. One model having that much damage.
I didn't even know that was even a thing until you showed us that.
And they're not even that expensive. They're 25 points each.
That's super cheap for like a rune. I can't believe you can stack that rune.
I know, it's so good.
Like, it's so dope. I love it.
I love a lot of the new runes. And that Rune of Dragon Breath is just the cherry on top for extra Strength 4 AP1.
Right,
Yep.
Yeah, that guy's a monster. Grind through some stuff.
He can eliminate like a toughness 3 unit in 1 turn.
Yeah.
He's real tough. We've got a Runesmith with 3 runes, the Rune of Devouring to take away your spell.
Yep.
And then 2 Runes of Iron and a shield, so he's real tough to kill. Really good. Then moving on to his core, we've got 29 Greybeards with shields, the Runic Banner of Wisdom, and it's only 35 points. And then full command, so that's a big 708 point unit of dwarves, but it's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Then 20 clan marksmen with shields, no handguns.
Oh, so they got crossbows?
Yeah.
Oh, well, the crossbows can't take guild-crafted, right?
Right. I wish.
That would be really good. Well, I don't know, because that's fine. I mean, crossbows are a good alternative. I guess I would... If you're not going to take guild-crafted handguns,
at least take the crossbows. And he's got a unit of 20, so that's going to be a lot of strength 4 shots.
Yes.
At 30 inches, yeah. Then we have a unit of 23 Kingsguard with full command and the Runic Standard of Shielding, so they're going to be real tough to take down. And then a unit of 20 Forge Wardens, hell yes, with full command and the Runic Standard of Swiftness, so they're vanguarding. So you've got a unit of 20 Forge Wardens with those repeaters up in your face on turn 1.
That's actually, that unit's probably one of the units I'm most scared of, because they're still strength 5, right?
Yeah. I love this unit, and they're still quick to fire, like,
it's
so cool.
Yeah.
Then a catapult with the flaming shot and the rune crafted, so it's really strong. I love the enchanted cata.
Enchanted catapult's dope.
Yeah, it's really
Is it
great.
a large model too?
Yep.
That's cool.
I think all catapults are.
Okay.
And then we've got a cannon and an organ gun with the rune crafted. I think there's a reason that Jeff is going to ETC.
Yeah, that's a great list.
This is an absolute A+ list.
This is S rank list.
S rank. Yeah, double S rank.
Double S. Oof.
Yes. You deserve it, Jeff.
For me because I really didn't hear anything bad coming from that list.
No.
I love the Forge Wardens. The War Machines are all like kind of perfectly tweaked. Yeah.
When you're reading through a list and you go oof because you are personally scared of it.
Yeah.
You know it's a good list.
Yes.
So, attaboy, Jeff. Then we are moving on to Jeff Parkhurst's Dwarven Holds.
Oh, I actually didn't know Jeff was coming.
Neither did I.
I guess I missed him playing dwarves.
I think this kind of slipped under our radar here. It'll be exciting to see Jeff playing.
Yeah, I'm actually excited. I love it when Jeff comes.
So we've got a King General with 2 runes of lightning. So hey, great. Extra hits.
Yeah.
A rune of might for some strength. The rune of readiness, I'll have to look that one up. Not too sure.
I'm guessing initiative or agility?
Maybe agility. And then we've got 2 runes of shielding, a shield and shield bearers. So this guy's pretty tough to kill.
Dang, that's a good build.
And he's got a lot of damage output.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a great weapon or anything. So he's definitely looking for a lot more of that strength 4 or 5 output.
Yeah. Is it just strength 5 then?
Yes. So, but he's gonna have a lot of damage output with those runes of lightning, and the rune of might actually puts him to strength 6, I believe.
Oh yes, because the Dwarf King is strength 5 basic, right?
Right.
Yes.
At least I believe so.
No, I actually think he's only strength 4.
Yeah, he might only be strength 4.
He's strength 4 T.
So regardless, he's still not a huge damage outputter to really tough things like you would normally expect a king to be. But he's really good at killing small troops, and let's see what kind of unit he's going into. We've got a Thane with the Rune of Shielding, a Battle Standard, a pistol, and a shield. So this guy's super cheap, and I think he's going to go in some Rangers or something with that pistol. Then we've got a Dragon Seeker, Rune of Fury, Rune of Precision, Rune of Smashing, Monster Seeker. This guy's going to ruin your day.
That's sturdy.
I love the Dragon Seeker. He's only 390 points. Like, he's going to destroy something.
Does the Monster Hunter give him the multiple wounds too or something like that?
Yes.
What's it against too? Is it just against?
I believe it's against
like T5 or T or.
I believe it's against
5 things or higher.
Beasts.
Oh, beasts.
I want to say
beasts would be better. Beasts would be better because that's a little more specific.
I think that's how they reclassified things when they put in the new profiles. All right. And then we've got a Runic Smith with a shield and 3 runes, just like the other guy. So real cheap, but still got that excellent runic output. And then we've got an Anvil of Power, like we were talking about. So those runes are going to be all over the place.
Yeah, Anvil of Power's great.
He's got he's got a unit of 24 clan warriors with spear and shield. The way they should be.
Yeah, spears are even better.
Spears on dwarves.
Spears and dwarves were already really good last edition.
Yep.
When, like, you still got to use the shield. So
now you've got agility for dwarves.
Yeah,
what kind of world are we living in?
Great, actually.
And they've got full command. A unit of 24 graybeards with shields and full command. A unit of 20 marksmen with guild-crafted handguns, full command and shields.
There you go. Thank you, Jeff.
This is a beautiful unit here, rounding out his core. And then a unit of 25 Deep Watch with full command, a Vengeance Seeker, a unit of 10 Seekers with Skirmish and a Champion. No doubt the bunker for that Dragon Seeker.
Nice.
And then 2 Steam Attack Copters. So this list is pretty up in your face. Like
no War Machines?
No War Machines.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's not stuck in his deployment zone or anything.
Yeah.
He's going to be up fighting you.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it a lot. So that's an attaboy from me, Jeff.
I guess the only thing is I wish that the King was maybe a little more...
Smashy. And the BSB build is a little interesting. I think he just wanted to keep him cheap.
Yeah.
But
he's still got like a 3-up or something?
He's got a 3-up.
And he's got a 5-up.
Aegis.
Shield wall, so that's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
He's already kind of hard. Those guys are already kind of hard to kill anyway. So.
For sure. But he's 215 points. Like,
yeah.
That's great.
That's really cheap for me.
All right. Then we're moving on to Demon Legions here. We've got Aaron Asher. Let's see what he's got.
I didn't know Aaron played Demon Legions.
Maybe you picked him up.
I think he was the ringer last year, and he was playing Storm Ancients. He actually kicked my butt last year.
I like Aaron. He's a cool guy.
He's a good guy.
We've got a Father of Pestilence. He's a wizard adept of thaumaturgy. And he's got the Bloated Putrefaction, Supreme Aspect. Then we've got a Harbinger of Pestilence, General. Oh.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, right, because you don't have to...
Yeah, you don't... It's like the highest leadership anymore.
Interesting. So
I mean, that probably benefits him, because, like...
He wants to keep that father in combat. Yeah. He doesn't want to have to worry about losing him, so he's not making him the general. That's really cool. That's, I think, the first time I've seen people do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're going to see more and more often.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really popular with working on players, too, honestly.
I agree, with how much you want that general in combat.
Yeah.
And then we've got... he's also got Bloated Putrefaction, Token of Pestilence, and a Halberd. Huh. And then we've got another Harbinger BSB, also with a Halberd and that Bloated Putrefaction. We've got 23 Tallyman in core with full command, contamination, and the Aether Icon. Another unit of 23 Tallyman, full command, contamination, and the Aether Icon. So he doesn't want to get cast at.
Do they not have any Andrews, some of those guys?
No. That's going to be the Wrathmark guys.
Okay, that is the Wrathmark guys. Okay.
And then we've got 4 Pestilent Beasts with contamination, 3 Plaguelings with contamination, another unit of 3 Plaguelings with contamination, and a Demon Engine with Pestilence. That's going to be a pain in the butt of a list to face.
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't... Well, then again, it's got 2 huge monsters. I was about to say it doesn't feel like it has a real good hammer, but
I know
the 2 huge monsters...
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
The Plague Father is also pretty good.
Right.
I feel like it's
I feel like they don't quite have enough attacks.
Yeah, I'm a little... Yeah, I feel you there.
Like, there's no, like, equivalent to, like, my Minotaur unit, or, like, a unit of Kingsguard, or something like that, where they've just got so many attacks.
The Tallymen are really, like, kind of just a grindy unit.
The Tallymen are a unit that doesn't die and sits on an objective and just, like, you cannot take them out. Yeah, they just grind. And so I think, like, the strat is to run up these Tallymen, take a charge, and just flank with these huge monsters. Like, I think it's a solid idea. This list has...
I'm going to give it an attaboy. I think it's...
I agree.
I think it can perform well.
Attaboy for sure. I just feel a little apprehensive as to how active this list is, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's probably very slow moving.
Now we have Jeremy Schweitzer playing Demon Legions with
He's playing Pestilence this time too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. And he went from like mostly Wrath to Pestilence. Did they nerf Wrath?
Yes.
Oh, they did.
Considerably.
Well, it was really strong.
So we've got a Harbinger of Pestilence. He's the General, Bloated Putrefaction, a Palanquin, and the Nauseating Aura. Then we've got Harbinger of Pestilence on a Blightfly.
I saw that. That was interesting.
With Putrefaction, a Halberd, and Nauseating Aura. That's really cool.
So that means one of his units of Blightflies is going to be really hard to kill.
Then another Harbinger Divination Adept. That's really cool. Yeah. On a Blightfly with Token of Pestilence and Trident of Torment. So this unit of Blightflies is going to be tough with 2 characters in it.
I wonder if he's got 2 units of Blightflies.
No, he's just got the 1. Unit of 30 Tallymen with full command, Banner of the Relentless Company, and contamination. So this is going to be a very fast Pestilence list. Yeah. It's going to be up in your face, and it's 30 Tallymen. Like, good luck grinding through them.
That's a lot of models.
2 units of 5 Furies with Pestilence. A unit of 5 Blightflies with Champion, Banner, no Musician, Banner, Speed, and Contamination. So this unit of Blightflies is going to be wrecking you. You can't hit him back. Like,
how many is in there?
5 plus the 2 characters.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's nuts. So. And then 2 units of 4 Pestilent Beasts with Contamination. Jeremy. Please, do not fight me. I do not want to fight this list. How do you feel about it, Charles?
I don't know. I think I'd have a hard time with these Blightflies.
Anybody would.
Because I really don't know what I could put into them. I don't know what I could reach. That's the problem. Is like, they're flying so they can stay back. Because they're only like are they only like fly 6 though?
I think they're like 7.
Okay, there. If they're 7, that's good. 6 is a little more reasonable for like you. But yeah, like that unit's just gonna be hard to pin down.
Yeah, because you can't do any wounds back to it, and it's so solid on its own in combat.
Yeah, and it's not really worth it to shoot. Does he have anything like a demon engine or anything?
Nope.
Like that?
Nope.
So I guess it's really gonna.
It's got divination magic, so it's gonna help a little bit.
Yeah, I guess I would just have to put all my damage into that one unit, and then and then just because the Tallyman unit, I think I have a unit that could grind through that. But I would just have to put all my shooting and magic into those Blightflies.
Yep.
To try and whittle them down.
Makes sense. All right, so that's an attaboy for Jeremy.
Yeah, definitely. That's an amazing list.
Now we've got Demon Legions played by Terrace T. I'm not going to try and say his last name.
Ross.
Running a Courtesan of Lust, Wizard Master of Divination, the Lash of Lust, the Shackles of Reality, and a Black Orb. You went all in on this Courtesan.
Yeah.
This is a 1,275 point monster.
That's expensive.
That is expensive.
I'm going to hit it with a cannon.
Yep. Then we've got a Harbinger of Lust with Divination, a Steed of Lust, and an Eternal Sword. So that is going to be a...
wow, Eternal Sword on like a little hero?
On a hero, but he's on a steed, so he's going to be charging you. You know he's going to be hitting first. Like,
yeah, that's actually pretty scary then. Like, that hero's... because isn't it like... there's supposed to attack, plus one offensive and probably defensive, and then...
strength and AP.
Plus one strength and plus one AP.
Yeah.
So that's still probably like 5 strength...
5
attacks?
Strength 5, AP 6. Or AP 3, sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think it's great. Yeah. And then we've got 3 units of Sirens with full command, probably just for scoring. Because there's no like heroes in them or anything. And they don't have any upgrades. And then we've got 2 units of 6 Clawed Fiends with Clawed Caress.
Yeah, those are things that are tough.
And a Shrine of Temptation with Clawed Caress. So he's going to be... in fact...
is that everything in the list?
That's everything in the list. There is no unit for that guy.
So, I guess that's better if that little steed's all on its own, you can just pick that out.
You can pick him out, but it's whether or not you can see him, because he's going to be probably hiding behind those Clawed Fiends, or hiding behind the Shrine of Temptation.
That's true, yeah. If he's hiding behind those, it's a little bit harder to charge.
Yep. So yeah, that is
those Clawed Fiends are fast too.
Yeah,
those are like...
I think advanced... Are they advanced 10?
I think they might be advanced 10.
Wow,
they're super fast.
Super fast. They're very hitty in combat. Like this list is up in your face on turn 1. Yeah,
like AP 2 or 3 or something like that.
Probably 2. Yeah,
they've additional AP. So the good thing is like they're not super strong. They're just super fast.
Yep, they get to choose their fights.
Yeah.
So that's an attaboy for me. I like this list.
I like it too. Attaboy, for sure.
Moving on to Todd McGee's Demon Legions. Got a Demon Prince General, the Mark of Lust, Lash of Lust, Token of Lust, Blissful Bindings, and he's a Wizard Adept of Divination. Then we've got a Herald of Pestilence with the Eternal Sword, Blood Putrefaction, BSB, and he's an Apprentice of Witchcraft. Interesting. We'll see what he's in. A Harbinger of Change with Far-Seeing, a Token of Change on a disc, and Adept of Divination. So he's got a very mobile wizard there. 24 Tallyman with full command. Undoubtedly where that wizard is going, the BSB. 21 Sirens with full command and Clawed Caress. Decent armor-piercing unit. 12 Horrors with a champion and musician for that
shooting.
That wizard, maybe, and just some shooting.
Well, no, he's on a disc.
Right, so you can hop out. But,
Well, is it a different unit type? Or?
Yeah.
So you can be picked out, right?
He can be, yeah. Okay. I don't know. I don't know how to play demons.
Yeah.
Then we've got 5 Beasts of Pestilence. Screw that.
Yeah, it's a big unit of beasts.
A unit of 3 Plaguelings, and a unit of 2 Clawed Fiends, and a Demon Engine with the Mark of Lust and the Hellish Reaper. I believe that's the bolt throw. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this list.
Yeah, the Demon Prince is a little weird. I know people have been on his case for a while about the Demon Prince.
Yeah.
It seems like an awkward choice, and the whole list seems kind of all over the place.
Yeah, it just seems...
not a whole lot of focus in any one area.
No, well, and it's all like... I mean, really, it seems like monoliths are the way to go these days.
In a lot of cases, yeah. Especially if you're playing dwarves, they love their mounts.
Yes.
That's a joke. Clap, please. Please clap.
But seriously, the monoliths are kind of much better than the polylists.
At least right now.
Yes, right now. That's like the theme right now for demons.
Yeah, I think if you're going to play demons, try and play mono if you can. So, sorry, Todd, but that is a tisk from me.
Yeah.
I do want to see his models, though. His models are always great.
I'm sure his army's going to look beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes. It's going to look very cool.
Very cool. Now we're moving on to EOS. We have Andrew Sherman. He's got a Knight Commander with the Letter of Sonsdal and a shield. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you need? Like,
so cheap.
So cheap. Doesn't even need the Potion of Swiftness. Now we've got a Prelate. Oh, this is why. He's got a Prelate.
This Prelate's build is really interesting.
Altar of Battle, Plate, Shield, Great Weapon, Death Warrant. Wait, Death Warrant?
Oh, you can't put a Death Warrant on a Great Weapon, I think.
Huh.
Yes, but he has a Death Warrant, because the Death Warrant is interesting. You don't have to be in a unit to make it activate.
Right.
Because, you know, any parent unit or supporting unit that attacks the thing that the Death Warrant attacks...
So as long as you're in combat with it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Potion of Swiftness.
I'm pretty sure he's not a Great Weapon. I think it's...
Wait, he has a Great Weapon and the Potion of Swiftness? Andrew.
Maybe I feel like the Great Weapon's missing. Or maybe just like a wrong edition.
Maybe. Then Black Steel and the Rod of Battle. So this guy is a tank. He will absolutely run you over. He's going to be in combat with his...
I mean, yeah. Well, he's got a 2-up armor save?
Yes. Yes.
Because I don't think the Altar of Battle has any mouse protection anymore.
But he's got plate with a Black Steel.
Yes. Yeah. But he's on a thing, so he's... Yeah, that's how he's got a 2-up.
But he's got a shield and Great Weapon. So...
Yeah, that's why I think he's got a 2-up. With the Great Weapon, I think he only has a 3-up.
Right, yeah.
I want to say that Altar of Battle got rid of all its mouse protection.
So 765 points.
Because, I mean, they just wanted you to make that 1-up armor save.
He did not specify on this thing whether or not the Knight Commander or the Prelate was the General?
I think it's got to be the Knight Commander.
Yeah.
The way he's running his Knights with, like, the BSB in it.
Let's see.
Because if he wants to use the orders on them, they have to be a parent unit. The Knight Commander has to be General.
And he has to be the General, that's right. Yep, good idea. Excellent thinking. So, to move on, we've got a Marshal with a shield, banner speed, rending banner, great tactician, and a horse.
This was really interesting. At first I was like, wait, isn't he over his point allotment? But then I looked in the rulebook, and it says like a BSB can take like 2 banners, actually. And it doesn't have any specifications on the point limit.
Huh.
Because I was really curious about it, because that's 120 points worth of banners.
Yeah.
I almost thought that you'd be still capped at 100. But in the rulebook, it says you can take up to 2 banners on your like BSB.
With no point limit?
And I didn't see any point limit on it. And I don't know if that's supposed to be like upon the rulebook's person, you know, like, or what.
I don't, that's...
I thought that, like, it's really interesting.
That's really interesting.
At first I was like, wait, how is he getting away with that?
Yeah.
And I was also like, why does he have those, like, banners on those units? Because I was like, he just had the banner speed on, like, his core unit.
We'll have to ask him.
I'm really curious to ask. I'm actually really curious to see how this list forms.
Yeah, well, round 1, when you play against him, you can ask him.
EOS Civil War. EOS versus EOS.
Then we've got 36 Spearmen with Musician Standard and obviously Spears. Yep. They are absolutely solid. Now we've got 13 Electoral Cavalry. Whew.
It's a big unit.
Shields, full command, the Household Standard, Knightly Orders, and your favorite cavalry picks.
Yeah. Man, I don't hate them. It's a good lot of armor piercing. It's kind of crazy. They're like AP4.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is almost like an unnecessary amount.
It's really nuts.
Armor penetration.
I agree.
Being strength 4. It's like.
Then we've got 3 Knights of the Sun Griffin, Musician Standard, and it says Lance and Shield with a question mark. So
he wasn't sure about
it. I assume. And then we've got a cannon, 15 flagellants, 2 arcane engines of foresight.
This is like blowing up. He has no wizard. It's all bounce spells.
He's going for the double ice and fire.
Yeah, exactly. Which, I mean, double ice and fire is nice.
Yeah, and your favorite, the stank. I love it.
I like the stank.
I love the stank.
I love and hate the stank at this point.
I love this list, Andrew.
I'm gonna give it an attaboy. And when I first looked at it, I was like, what the hell is he doing?
I was the same way. But
the closer I looked, I was like, all right, there's a lot of little synergies kind of working together.
Absolutely.
The only thing I don't really like is actually, the only thing I think that should be gone from the list is the prelate. on the battle for battle.
Whoa.
I think it should be 2 separate prelates.
Okay, I can see that.
I think it should be a prelate in the knights, and I think it should be a prelate in the spearmen on foot.
Yeah.
And the reason I'll say that is because that hatred bubble is only 6 inches.
Yeah.
And he's got the household standard on his knights, which means his leadership range is like 18.
Oh, yeah.
And his order range is, well, as you know, his order range is still only 6. Because only the general gets benefited by the household standard.
But the general already has range 12 of his orders.
But the general's knight commander who doesn't have any orders.
Oh, he doesn't issue the order?
No.
Oh, okay, that's right. They accept the orders. That's right. Yeah. All right. Okay, yeah, that's interesting.
So, but, I don't really see the point of having, like... I guess I didn't really get the household standards point. Because I feel like you have to keep the spearmen and those knights sort of close if you want to both use the hatred or any of the other, prayer bubbles.
Sounds like you've got a lot of questions for Andrew.
I do. I'm literally going to... This will be like 60 minutes here. Yeah. Charles Sadler.
We have live interview with Andrew Sherman. And now we're moving on to Charles Sadler's list.
And he has 1 cannon and one steam tank, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's okay.
I think that's fine.
I like the 15 flaggies. I like that he had those. I wish I had flaggies on my list.
They're real good. And so now we're moving on to Charles Sadler's list. Would you like to talk about it?
No, I want you to go through it.
We've got a prelate general with the Imperial Seal, the Locket of Suna. Suna. Plate armor, the Mantle of Allure, and the Great Weapon. Then we've got a Marshal with the Death Warrant, Black Steel, BSB, Shield, and Pistol. Pistol? Have you ever actually used the pistol?
Oh, it's just because whenever I have like 5 points left over, he gets a pistol.
But have you used it?
No, I'm going to try and remember it.
Please do.
Sometimes it's kind of hard to remember that he even has a pistol.
Is it modeled?
No.
Take it off the table.
Not WYSIWYG.
Then we've got a Wizard of Cosmology, Talisman of the Void, and Scepter of Power. So, yeah, I think that's the wizard we're going to see most of in the game.
Yeah.
The Wizard Master of Cosmology.
I had it with the Magical Heirloom.
Yeah,
and
which is so good.
And I kind of realized I like the Magical Heirloom, but I can still take those other spells.
Yeah.
And I can drop something like Perception and Strength.
And still have it, yeah.
I feel like I don't really... Well, I don't have it, actually. Well, you'll see later. But it was something where I was like, I feel like I could drop that, and I'm like, I would be okay with this list.
All right. Well, then we've got 22 heavy infantry with halberds, full command, and the Banner of the Relentless Company. So they're all up in your face. A very good flanking unit, that's for sure. 10 state militia with bows and skirmish. I wonder if that's your bunker. But could be chaff if you want to use any of these other units as your bunker. We've got 20 light infantry with handguns, musician standard, and the marksman pennant. These are the new dwarves with guild-crafted handguns.
So good.
They're just so good. And only 315 points for that whole unit. Like,
I kind of wish they were crossbows because I like the range of crossbows better.
It is nice
because you can sit back a little bit further. But I mean, the strength for a B2 is not shabby. So
certainly not.
I'm okay with that too.
And then we've got 5 electoral cav with shields and a musician. Only the 1 unit. Huh.
Yeah.
And then we've got 14 light infantry with musician. Sure.
Those guys got crossbows.
And then 30 Imperial Guard with great weapons. A full command and the Banner of Speed. The Banner of Speed?
Yeah, I feel like they were too slow.
Huh.
I played with them last time, so I thought maybe the Banner of Speed helped. Because, I mean, they can still get that +1 advance, right?
Yeah.
So they can charge with, like, advance 6.
Yeah, it's really good. Then we've got Knights of the Sun Griffin with Lance, Shield, and Champion and Musician. So 460 points, but that unit's putting out a lot of hurt. Then we've got a Arcane Engine of Foresight, a Steam Tank, a Cannon, and a Mortar. So much shooting. This list is so much shooting.
It is a lot of shooting.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I still really wanted to run the Great Swords, so that unit's still in there.
Yeah.
And I think, to me, that seems like the best way to run them, because they're still striking in Niche 3. They're really hitty still, because now they've got hatred and they've got battle focus.
Yep.
So
battle focus with great weapons is nuts.
Exactly. With those two combinations, I feel like it's really scary. The Mantu Uru is really nice because now, like, you know, I'm at Edge 3. If anything charges me at Edge 2, they're still at Edge 2. If something charges me at Edge 3, we're still starting Samo together.
Yep.
I think it's a really strong combination that it's like, it makes that unit hard to want to charge, and it makes, I think it just gives me more options.
This list has enough shooting to make me want to give it a tisk just out of principle, but I'll give it an attaboy just for you.
Thanks.
Now we're moving on to Highborn Elves with Frank Zipta. We have a Prince with the Highborn of the Flame, so he's already tough to kill. He's got heavy armor, shield, a spear with the Silver of the Blazing Dawn, get out, with Dorak's Protection, Willow's Ward, Talisman of the Void, and the General. So he is... I always hate on High Elves because they're High Elves.
Well, but he has a 2-4 up, right?
He has a 2-4 up, on foot with the Spear of the Blazing Dawn.
This spear's really good.
It's so good. Like, it was already really great last edition, and I think it got better.
I'm having a hard time deciding if it got worse or better. Because it used to be like the perfect monster killer.
Yep.
But now it's like a blender. Really.
Yeah. And given that High Elves are now an aggressive, an aggressive infantry-based fighting army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect.
I think it's perfect.
That guy just... because he's like AP5 when you charge him.
Yep.
He's AP4 all the other times.
Yep.
I don't know why they gave that other instance of AP.
It's really weird.
I feel like it would have been okay if it was like AP3 and AP4.
It's supposed to be defense for knights, but people already weren't taking knights.
Yeah.
And then, but then it's also
because now if you
to offset people taking knights now because
the other part that's hard too is a lot of my characters, they only really have like an armor save.
Yeah. And this guy's going to kill him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Before they even get to strike.
The prelate has a small chance to maybe survive,
but it's a toss-up.
It's a toss-up.
So yeah, that Prince is he's pretty rough.
I hate him.
I hate him.
I hate him.
I have a commander of Master of Cantor Tower because that's absolutely still a thing. He's got light armor, great weapon.
I'm almost kind of surprised. I think it got better.
I think it got better also.
Because it's like its attributes just like the Druidism attribute, which is one of the best attributes in the game.
It sure is.
And you still get
especially for High Elves.
Well, and you don't even really get any Druidism spells other than the throne, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, what? Why do they even have that spell? So good. Too good.
Well, you always get that one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is you don't even get any other Druidism spells other than that one.
Yeah.
So why do they even have that one?
So you can regrow the models.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can raise models.
Yeah, it's just for raising models. Yeah. And then we have light armor, great weapon, Destiny's Call, and the Dragon's Staff.
Is that all in the Master of the Cantor Tower?
Yeah.
It's pretty
PSP.
good.
Yeah, it's real good.
So he's got 2 characters, 4 boards.
Pretty good.
It's pretty dope.
Then we've got 21 spears. Oh, interesting. 21 spears with full command and the banner, but calming.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I'm almost kind of like, that's crazy. They can take that, man.
Oh, well,
I guess it's 70 points. So
yeah, 75 points. They can take whatever they want. Yeah. But yeah, I can't believe they don't have the freaking, the banner, the Rhyme. Yeah, Rhyme banner. That seems like, that's like a no-brainer for them.
I mean, the banner becalming is not terrible.
Oh, it's amazing, but I feel like that's one for an archer unit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it gives them channel, gives the wizard +1 to dispel, right?
I think it takes a veil token, or it takes a veil token.
Oh, that's all it does, though?
I believe so.
Oh, that's kind of nerfed then.
I think it's great.
I mean, it's still good, but for that many points,
then we've got 20 spears, full command, and the Navigator's banner. Then we've got 5 Reavers with bows, 5 Reavers with no bows, a Giant Eagle, so lots of chaff in this list. 28 Lion Guard with full command of the Navigator's banner. Then we've got 14 Sword Masters and a musician, and 3 Bolt Throwers, and 14 Queen's Guard with musician and spears. I think the spears are a little weird on them, but other than that...
The Queen's Guard can take spears?
I know. I don't know why.
That's not terrible. I mean,
at least it gives us spears on elves.
Yeah, I mean, at least it gives them something to do in combat.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And it's only 14... It's 1 point a model.
That's pretty cheap, yeah.
But yeah, that's...
If you had the points to spare, yeah, why not?
That's a real good list there, Frank.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I like all the shooting. He's got a big unit of Lion Guard, a big unit of, like, and then a smaller unit of Swordmasters, right?
Yep.
14, but if you have 14 Swordmasters, it's like, that unit's terrifying.
Yep. So, attaboy there, Frank.
Yeah, it's a good list, Frankie.
And now we've got...
Frankie goes to siege at the tower.
Jay Fairs. I didn't realize he was coming.
Yeah.
We've got Jay Fairs with a Mage General, Master of Cosmology, Asphalt Scholar, and Talisman of the Void with the Lightning Bam Braces. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That bounce spell's okay.
Yeah.
It's not great. It's not terrible.
We've got a Commander, Battle Standard Bearer, Master of Canrick Tower, Great Weapon with the Essence of Mithril and the Potion of Swiftness.
Wait, so he's got a Wizard Master of Cosmology and a Master of the Canrick Tower?
Yes.
That's a lot of spells. Very cool.
22 Archers with the Banner of Becalming.
It's better place for
Yep. 5 Reavers, 5 Lancers, Musician, a Lion Chariot and a Lion Chariot, hell yeah. 24 Lion Guard, full command of the Navigator's banner, and then 24 Sword Masters, the full command of the Banner of Rima.
I was about to give Jay like a tis, but now I'm like, that's an attaboy right there.
And then 2 Sky Sloops.
That's a great list.
This is a great list.
I don't really love the characters,
but the rest of the list makes up for it.
The rest of the list is solid.
Yeah, because he took all the points out of his what would be fighting characters and put it into
fighting units.
And it's I hate it. Jay.
24 Swordmasters with the Banner of Rima.
If you match up against me, Jay, I'm dropping.
Man, you know what? Well, you know what? Honestly, that needs to happen too. I'm actually kind of a little bit sad that he doesn't have like the movement banner on like a BSB in that.
Make them even faster.
Move 6 with Swiss Stride.
Yeah,
that's pretty dope.
It's pretty nuts.
That's actually really scary.
Yes, it is.
And that unit will come in. And Strength 6, they're gonna rip through so much.
Agility 7.
Agility 7. Strength 6. See you later. Still hitting on 2s. See you later. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that unit's terrifying.
Just throw that book in the dumpster. And then speaking of dumpster, we got Justin Berge. Just kidding, Justin.
We love the Berge.
We love Berge. We've got the High Prince, High Warden of the Flames, Spear, Dragon Forged Armor, Spear of the Blazing Dawn, Protection of Dorake with the Willow's Ward and Lucky Charm. So he's got a 2-up, 4-up with a single reroll and the Spear, like...
That stuff's gotta kill.
We've got a Mage Master of Cosmology with the Book of Miladies and the Crystal Ball. I love that the Crystal Ball is only 25 points.
I know. I keep wanting to take it because I think it's a cool little item to like, redraw. You have to redraw.
Just in case you ever draw that first card.
Yeah, draw that first card, which is not great. Yeah.
Then we've got a Commander, Battle Standard Bearer, Queen's Companion, Longbow with Elu's Heartwood. Longbow. That's how you say it in Highlands. So yeah, he's got a really good bow.
Yeah. I mean, that character, he's a BSB, right? Queen's Companion.
Yep.
That guy's really good.
25 Spears with the Rima banner. 25 Spears with the Rima banner. Yep. It's that one. 13 Archers, the Musician. 25 Flame Wardens with the Rima banner.
Oh.
Stop.
The worst part too is like that's probably where that character's going.
Oh, you know it.
And if he charges, now he's straight 6. Now you don't get like an armor save phase. Oh no, I guess you get a 6 up if you get a 1-up armor save. if he charges.
Yeah, you get a 6-7.
So good.
Get fucked.
Strength 6?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's...
Strength 6 elf.
Oh, man.
With a spear.
Yeah, right, with a spear.
2 Great Eagles, a Reaver Chariot that can march, and 13 Queen's Guard, the Musician, and 2 Sky Sloops. Oh my God, Justin, this list.
That's a freaking amazing list.
Just take first place now.
I know.
Just take it.
It's a solid list. Like I think he's gonna crush. I definitely don't want to play it. I mean, like, I really don't have an answer to those like little units of spearmen.
Yeah.
Those guys are like terrifying.
They are. High Elf Spearmen are a force to be reckoned with now.
Yeah, like
and they already were to an extent, but now they're just even more.
Like, you already couldn't go into them with just like whatever you wanted and just kind of like expect to win every time.
It had to be something good enough to beat them, and now it's like, what can fight them, and then also, how can you not get charged by them anyway?
Yeah,
because he's got enough units where one of them's going to make the charge.
Yeah,
and even one is enough to ruin your deck.
I played against Drew with like the same unit, like 20.
Yeah,
and like 4 Knights of Sun Griffin bounced off them.
Yep.
Like that's when you know, like, they're really freaking good.
Yeah, they're amazing. Now we've got Stephen Matta. He is taking a Prince General with Queen's Cavalier, an Elven Steed with Dragon Forged Armor.
Oh, I love this list.
A Lance, Shield, and the Nova Flare, so he gets to decide when he charges, not you. You can charge me, but I still charged. And the Diadem of Power. We've got a Commander, BSB, with Dragon Forged Armor, Shield, Elven Steed, Lance, Lucky Charm. So it's about as cheap as a mounted BSB can get. We've got a Mage on a Steed with the Cosmology Master, Gleaming Robe, so you can't hit him. Book of Miladies, and Light Armor. So, yeah, great.
It's really good.
12 Lancers.
No, I love this list. It's like it's all Calvary.
12 Lancers with the Banner of Rima.
Oh, that's really good on Lancers, too.
Puts them up to Strength 6.
Yeah, Strength 6 on the charge.
Then we've got 5 normal Lancers, 5 Reavers with bows, 10 Knights of Rima.
Yeah.
With the Banner of Rima. So there's Strength 7. Oh boy. And then 5 more Knights of Rima. A Lion Chariot, a Great Eagle, and a Frost Phoenix. Why?
I really love this list.
Oh, this list is great, Steven.
It's like really fast. It's gonna get up in your face.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, it's a lot of strengths, like high strength attacks.
With this list, you have 1 turn.
Yeah, you really do, honestly.
Because he's so fast.
Yeah, I mean, those elf horses are so fast.
They're so strong.
You almost got to drop first, too.
Yeah, to ensure that you're going to get to go first.
Yeah.
It's really good, Steven.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Moving on to our Kingdom of Equitaine player, Ben Davis. Let's see what he's got here.
I can't remember what this list is like.
He's got a Duke General with the Grail Vow, Virtue of Might, for some extra hits. Or that's the D3 wounds. Supernatural Dexterity, that's really cool. I've never seen anyone take that before. On a Lance, with Shield, the Faith of Percival, on a Hippogriff. Hey!
That's pretty cool.
Hippo Lord. We've got a Paladin BSB with the Questing Vow, Virtue of Daring, Shield, Lucky Charm, and a bearded warhorse. A barded warhorse. Alright, so yeah. It's really good. Paladin, Questing Vow, Virtue of Audacity, Divine Judgment, Shield, Lance, Pegasus.
Wow, like all these characters? Like
KOE Flying Circus. Calling it. Yeah, 2 flying characters so far. Then we've got a Damsel on a Bard Warhorse with a Rod of Battle and Magic Heirloom, so she's real cheap, but she's got 2 spells.
I've been noticing, like, there's a lot of Rod of Battles. Rod of Battles is like the +1 to hit, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
it's pretty short range, but when you know when it's going to go, like...
Yeah, it's a good bounce spell.
It's a good bounce spell for sure. 6 Knights Aspirant with Champion Standard, no Musician. Are you really going to expect a a noble knight like this to learn how to play a musical instrument. Alrighty. Then we've got 6 more Knights of Aspirants. 11 Knights of the Realm with the Stalker standard. That's really cool. 9 Knights of the Quest, Champion standard. Oh, he doesn't run musicians. That's interesting. On any of these units.
It seems like not a very smart thing to do.
I don't know.
With knights?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they're really unwieldy.
Like, just in case. I don't know. I guess, well, he's got enough units here where I think he's going to get to choose the charge.
That's true.
So yeah, he's got those 6 Knights Aspirant, 11 Knights of the Realm, 9 Knights of the Quest, Champion Standard, 5 Knights of the Grail, Champion Standard, 3 Pegasus Knights, Champion Standard, 3 Pegasus Knights, Champion Standard. So this is a MS...
Fly unit. Like, a lot of fly units.
A lot of flying units, a lot of small units.
Yeah. Interesting.
This is a... I think this is an attaboy for me, because this is a... It's a very quick list.
I like it. I mean, it's going to be hard to deal with all those, like, different, like, little units of knights.
Yeah, for sure.
They all have good armor saves, they all have board saves.
So that's an attaboy for me. We're going on to the Ogre Khans from James Shaw.
So that was the early KO list, too.
Oh, yeah. There's, I think it was 5 armies. They only have a single player.
Yeah.
We've got a Great Khan General with Iron Fist, Heart Ripper, Heavy Armor, Death Cheater, and Headhunter. So this guy is a character-challenging madman. We've got a Khan BSB with the Iron Fist, Heavy Armor, Yeti Fur, Talisman of Shielding, the Skull of Kengets, and the Cult Leader. So he's a excellent BSB with 18-inch BSB range.
Is that what the Cult Leader does?
Yep. It was the replacement for the Hellfist.
Yes. Yeah. Well, they had to get rid of it. I don't know if they had to get rid of the Hellfist.
I don't think it was a very elegant solution.
No. I mean, I know a lot of ogres liked it.
Yeah.
And I could understand why they liked it, because it really opened up a different play style.
Right. I feel like it needed some kind of nerf. We've got a Shaman Adept of Shamanism, the Magical Heirloom. So, oh man, that's so good.
Magical Heirloom's great on those guys.
On ogres for the -1 to wound.
Is a good spell.
In addition to the fact that the Shamanism attribute makes your Shaman only wounded on 5s. And in addition to the fact that he's probably taking Awaken the Beast, so you're going to have toughness 5 ogres and -1 to wound.
Yep.
Screw that. And then he's got 2 Rock-a-Rocks.
I know.
Because of course. Oh man. Oh man. A Thunder Cannon. 10 Bruisers with the Pennant of the Great Grass Sky.
I hate that banner.
I hate it so much.
I hate it. It's just like, here's Swift Stride.
I'm glad it's only 0-1, but I don't think ogres need Swift Stride.
It does not need to be another Rima banner.
It needs to be 0-0. 5 Tribesmen Full Command Iron Fists. I assume that's going to be a bunker, because then we've got 2 units of 4 Bombardiers, and that's it. So, small list. Very few models, but they're all scary.
It's still solid.
Yeah, for sure. That's an attaboy for me, James.
Yeah, that's an attaboy.
A lot of great lists so far.
There was only one ogre list that I didn't love.
I think it might be this one. We got Jamie Woods. Alright, Jamie. Let's see what we got here. A Great Khan with the Death Cheater, Rod of Battle, and Horde Master. We've got a Khan BSB, Iron Fist, Yeti Fur, Talisman of Shielding, Cult Leader. We've got a Shaman, Adept of Shamanism, Magical Heirloom, Iron Fist, Light Armor. I think that's the build with the Ogre Shamans, is taking Shamanism, take the Magical Heirloom.
Yeah.
Seems to be the...
And they're just taking, like, Adepts a lot of the time, right?
Yeah.
So you get, like, those 2 spells?
Yeah. 2 spells.
Yeah. Like, they can still get, like, Break the Spirit, right?
I think... No. I don't think so.
Well, don't you get 3 and 4 and you can trade for 2 and 5?
You choose between 2 from 2, 3, 4, and 5, yes. And Break the Spirit is 6, I think.
No, Break the Spirit's 5.
Is it?
Titanic Summon's 6. That's why Shamanism's really, honestly, all the lores of Magic are really well balanced right now.
I agree fully.
Like, especially Shamanism. Like, Shamanism, like, the huge problem was that you could get, like, Break the Spirit and, like, Titanic Summon on, like, the same guy, and, like, those spells are just, like...
Too good.
You have to choose which one you stop basically every turn.
Yep.
And it was, like, it was really hard, because, like, you have, like, a really shooty list, or, like, War Machines, like, the Titanic Summon's such a nuisance.
Yep.
But then, like, if you want to go into any combat, break the spirit on any unit is like, so crippling.
Yep.
So you have to choose between them. Unless you're a Pathmaster, you have to choose between those spells. Which, I mean, like...
Who's a Pathmaster?
Pathmaster seems very rare at this point. The only place I've seen it really is, like...
The Coatl?
The Coatl.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Then we've got 3 tribesmen. Looks like chaff. He's got no upgrades on him at all. 6 tribesmen with Iron Fist full command, 6 bruisers full command, and the Legion standard. I don't know what that is. Legion standard.
Legion
25 points.
Standard is... That's not the one in the rulebook, is it? That gives you, like, more rank or whatever?
Oh, it is.
I don't know why it's on the unit.
Yeah, why would it be on this unit? It only has 2 ranks. Timeout. Alright, 2 Saber-Tooth Tigers. 6 Merc Vets with full command, halberds, the Pennant of the Great Grass Sky, battle scarred, AP1, and bodyguard.
It's pretty good.
That's going to be a nightmare. A Thunder Cannon, a Rock, and a Slave Giant with the Giant Club. I think your core could be a little better.
Yeah.
But like, other than that,
it's not like it's like a pushover list or anything.
No, for sure not.
I just don't love all the elements of it.
Yep. So attaboy for me, Jamie.
I think give it an added test. I think the core needs a lot of work.
The core could be better. So now moving on to a list that we spent like the equivalent of hours debating in our group chat. Mike Smith's Ogre Cons list.
I don't know why we debate. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious.
It's a great list.
It's a wonderful list, yeah.
Great con with Troll Eater, Heavy Armor, Mammothide Cloak, Great Weapon, Kagadai's Legacy, and the Auroch Charms. This guy's invincible, and he will wreck your shit.
Yeah, that guy's stupidly good.
Stupid tough, stupid good in combat.
He has the so he has multiple wounds, and he also has the thing where you can only be strength 5, right?
Yes. And he has all the multiple wounds against him.
Yeah, I can't even believe you can combine those 2 items together.
Yep.
I feel like you couldn't do that before.
Well, it's because the multiple wounds is a big name.
No, it was an item still.
Oh, no. No, it's a magic weapon. That's what it is. Sorry. Yeah, his multiple wounds is a magic weapon. And then he... because
that's how it was before.
Yeah, it's a weapon.
I just don't think you could get the Auroch's Charm and the thing that have this.
Yeah, maybe not because the Auroch's Charm
was restricted before.
It's a trinket now, yeah.
But now they're both like in the same category, and they're not like Dominator or anything. So it's like
it's a great build.
They should both be Dominator or something.
An amazing build,
like way too good.
We've got a Khan Horde Master BSB with the banner of the Ginnaget. I don't know what that one does. And a brace of Ogre Pistols. That's only 10 points. That's so good.
I hate brace of Ogre Pistols. Way too good.
Brace of handguns.
That's literally what it is. Brace of cooked-to-fire handguns.
Yep. We've got a Shaman Gut Roarer with Wizard Master of Shamanism. Wow. Wrestler's Belt, Iron Fist, Magical Heirloom, and Rod of Battle. So he's going whole hog. Then we've got a unit of 12 bruisers with full command in the Pen of the Great Grass Sky. Screw that. It's definitely where the general's going. 20 scraplings to capture an objective. 6 Merc Vets with Musician, Brace of Ogre Pistols, Poison Attacks, and Accurate, where the BSB's going. 3 Saber-Tooth Tigers. A Thunder Cannon, and 4 Bombardiers. The biggest attaboy I can possibly muster. Mike, this is a beauty of a list.
Wait, how many Rock Rocks again? Or no Rock Rocks?
No Rock Rocks.
No Rock Rocks.
He doesn't need them.
Just 2 things of Bombardiers, right?
Yep.
2 things of 4. 2 Thunder Cannons, 1 Thunder Cannon.
1 unit of 4 Bombardiers.
Oh, 1 unit of 4? And then
1 Thunder Cannon.
1 Thunder Cannon.
And then a unit with pistols, yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely tough, because all that shooting is actually going to be really effective.
And you've got all those attacks in the Merc Vet unit that you can buff up with Awaken the Beast.
Yeah. I mean, that Merc Vet unit's still really tough. Thank goodness that Brace of Pistols aren't as good as they were. And just that, they lost the initiative bump.
Right.
But they're still...
But now they've got offensive skill buff.
But now they got offensive skill buff, which is still great.
Yep.
So yeah, that unit of Merc Vets... Actually, I was thinking that all the characters would just go into the guts, but I guess I could see the BSB, because he's got the pistols.
Exactly.
But he's not accurate, though.
He's not, but he
hits better.
He hits better, so I think they still hit on the same amount.
Probably hit all the same, yeah.
So we're moving on to Soaring Ancients now, with Connor Leninger. Let's see what you got here.
There's just one Sword Ancient list too, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We've got a Warlord on a baby Carnosaur, right?
Yeah, it doesn't say Alpha.
Yeah, it should be called an Alpha. Warlord on a baby Carnosaur with a lance, Talisman of Shielding, Spear of the Stampede, and a shield.
Oh, I guess that's why it's got the Talisman of Shielding.
Yeah. This guy's going to get shot.
It's a good monster.
But it's a good monster for sure.
But yeah, you can't get picked out.
Saurian Veteran BSB with a banner of speed. I love this build. Heavy armor, shield, and serrated scales. So he's got a shield that attacks you back, and his unit's going to be advanced rate 6.
Yeah, because they've got the serpent.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's got a Skink Priest with light armor, Wizard Adept with Shamanism on a Palanquin with a Jade Staff. Really good.
Solid.
Definitely.
That's almost all the magic you need.
It is. 29 Saurian Warriors with Spears, Serpent Totem, and full command.
Yeah.
Can you imagine advance rate 6 Saurian Warriors with Spears charging you at initiative 3, or agility 3 with armor piercing 1 on top of their strength 4, armor piercing 1. So you've got strength 4, armor piercing 2, agility 3 Saurian Warriors with a lot of attacks.
I mean, because they got 2 from the front rank, and you've got 5 extra ranks still.
Yep. And they've got their rerolls of 1s.
Yeah, and rerolls of 1s, yeah.
It's a really good build. And that's a lot of warriors. 29 with a
29 is
character.
a big unit of T4. Anything like unit that's T4, and you've got like around 30 models. It's a huge unit.
Impossible to take down in many situations. And only 750 points. 750 points is a lot, but
when that's almost all your core, who cares?
Yeah, and this unit is going to be nigh unbeatable in a lot of cases. We've got 16 Skink Braves of bows. Sure.
Yeah, just rounds out his core.
Yep, a place for his Palanquin to sit. We've got 5 Raptor Riders of full command. Sure. Taurosaur with the Engine of the Gods for all that protection. I feel like that's an interesting choice. I don't know if I would put the Talisman of Shielding on your general if you've got this. But then again, I guess you need it in combat, so never mind.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, he can still use it.
And it means you can run on your own away from it in this case. Yeah, alright, never mind. Don't listen to me. We've got Tyroscutus with the Snake God.
The Snake God is now just he gets more attacks in combat.
Yeah, he gets 2d6 poison attacks.
Yeah, that's not bad.
9 Chameleons, 8 Chameleons, 3 Ramphidon Riders with Champion and Shields, and then 2 Salamanders. Salamanders are so good.
I like that list.
That's a great list.
I don't really have any problems with it. It's got a nice little. It's got a little bit of shooting. It's got enough scoring units. Mm-hmm. I remember I was trying to help Gertie make some Sword Ancient lists. Yeah, and I was kind of having trouble putting scoring units in it. Honestly,
that's what the Knights are for.
But that's why you need the Knights or maybe a small unit of. I can't even think of what the big Sword Ancients are called. The big lizards. Caimans. I wanted to say Crocs, but I didn't want to say it.
Didn't want to have to take a drink?
Yeah, no, to take a drink.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, that's an attaboy.
Attaboy from me. So let's fix that little mistake here. Not the only Sword Ancient list, because of course we've got Lenny. We forgot about Lenny.
I almost forgot about Lenny's. I know. I didn't look at Lenny's list because I already saw it in the WhatsApp so many times.
Yeah,
and Lenny's been talking about it forever in that app.
So
it's a good list, though. I mean, I like it.
I think this is the first time I've ever seen a Quaddle.
In a long time, yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts. Quaddalord, grasp of the immortal, trained from birth, essence of a free mind for fire and alchemy, and battle standard bearer.
The only thing I don't really care for the essence of the free mind. I know he really likes it in his meta. I just don't. I don't see
the ultimate idea. Take a Quaddalord with general, battle standard bearer upgrade.
Okay.
Crown of Autocracy.
Give up 900 points.
1,600 points with one model.
Well, because he would be an extra 600 points for just killing him for being the BSB general with the Crown of Autocracy. He's already 600 points, so yeah, he's that's 1,200 points just thrown away.
But it's a good build for Quaddle for sure.
Yeah, I just don't love the essence of the free mind.
I think it's good because he allows him to switch up depending on what he's playing against.
I don't think Pyromancy's that useful anymore.
It is for him because with his list, I think he needs a little bit of help dealing with hordes. Just a little bit.
Okay.
And I think that's what Pyromancy's going to be.
I guess, yeah, because you can still always take Enveloping Embers.
Exactly.
Do you have to choose between Enveloping Embers and Flaming Sword?
No.
No, those are different spells?
Right.
Okay.
I believe so.
Okay. That'd be good. What do you have to choose between then?
I couldn't tell you, really.
Oh, man. I feel like I bet it's that, honestly. Because I think it goes...
Like,
it goes.
What are the most desirable spells?
You know, it does, actually. It goes base Fireball, which is just D6 strength 4 hits. No R8, no AP. And then 2 is still the Cascading Fire. 3 is Salvo. 4 is the Pyroclastic Flow, which is like a 2d6 or 3d6. 5 is Flaming Sword. 6 Enveloping Embers. So you don't even get Flaming Sword if you like take Enveloping Embers. Pyro's done. I swear.
I don't think this unit would even need Flaming Sword, or this army rather.
I think Flaming Sword's just...
It's a great spell. Don't get me wrong, but this army doesn't have a good target for it.
I guess.
Other than those warriors.
Okay, fair enough.
So that's the Quaddle. We've got a Saurian Veteran Raptor, Death Cheater, Great Weapon Cowboy.
Yeah, his Cowboys are done.
Saddle up!
Cowboys are really solid.
Another Cowboy, Raptor, Basalt Infusion, Great Weapon, Talisman of Shielding, Lucky Charm. Really good. 420 points.
For those Cowboys?
This one is 420 points.
Blaze it.
16 Warriors and Musician to cap an objective. And to host the Quaddle, probably. 20 Skink Braves with Poison Javelins Musician. 20 Skink Braves, Poison Javelins Musician. 2 Spearbacks, a Salamander, 5 Raptors Musician, 5 Raptors Musician, 5 Raptors Musician, Stygie. I love this list.
Yeah, because the Stygies are interesting choices.
Yeah, they're great monsters.
They're very solid monsters, yeah.
Especially for the points. For only 275.
It's cheap.
That's a cheap, really good monster.
Because, I mean, they don't have, like, the full stomp, right? They have, like, D3+.
They have D3 stomp, they have poison attacks,
they did lose the Predatory Roar, though.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Huh.
They're still solid, I think. But I think they're really good as a Wizard Conclave now, actually.
Yeah, when you get that champion upgrade.
Yeah, they're good little monsters.
I agree. That's an attaboy from me, Lenny.
Yeah, attaboy. I like all the scoring.
Yeah, it's a lot of scoring.
Yeah.
Now we're moving on to Sylvan Elves. Jake Hunter, the only one playing Sylvans. We've got a Druid General of Cosmology, the Book of Arcane Power. Look at that. And,
it's not like it's bad.
Well, it's kind of wasted, though.
You still get +1 to cast.
But you already get +1 to cast from being a Wizard Master, on top of the +1 to cast from Cosmology, so you can't go above +2.
No, you can be at +3 still, right?
No, you can't.
Oh, then it is a waste from Cosmology. Well, I mean, Cosmology, you don't always get the +1, but I see what you're saying, yeah.
But it's wasted approximately like a third of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So, I don't know.
You're really capped at a +2 now?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's probably a better item, though.
Then we've got a Mistwalker Mirror for a one-time teleport. We've got a Chieftain BSB with a Light Armor, Elven Cloak, Sylvan Blades, Banner of Discipline, and Spirit of Whirlwind.
So this guy's like...
This guy's got Chieftain, so 4, 5... He's got 5 attacks with...
Is he strength 4 AP something?
He's strength 5 AP
3 or something like that? Does he get extra...
Strength 5 AP 3, that's it.
Because he gets extra AP with the blades,
and
right?
battle focus. But he's only got a 5-up armor save.
Yeah, I don't think he's blendy enough either.
He's pretty blendy, but...
Strength 5 AP 3?
Yeah.
Battle focus?
Yeah. So he can do a lot of hits for sure.
Yeah.
So he can grind through a unit, and then he'll die to anything.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He's toughness 3 with a 5-up.
He'll die to like a lot of stuff. I mean,
this is your BSB we're talking about.
He has Cosmology, so he maybe can get like a 5-up from Unity Divergence, but like that's
not enough.
Get that spell off. Though.
Yeah, and even then, that's a 5-up 5-up.
5-up 5-up is not a lot.
You could basically just forget about the original 5-up. Like,
yeah,
this guy's gonna die. He's 310 points, and he's your BSB.
Yeah,
Jake, break my balls here.
It's like 500 easy points for anybody.
Easy. Just give them to me now.
just take them off the table.
10 Dryads scoring. 10 archers, not even musicians. Come on, man. 5 Heath Riders with ambush and ambush. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I like how they can ambush.
It's cool, but you need those Heath Riders for scoring.
I don't know about that. Well, I don't think they can score normally.
Yes.
Oh, they can normally?
Yeah, they're scoring when you have the spears and shields.
Oh! Yeah. I guess I would take it on this like that instead.
You need this.
Because otherwise 5 ambushing guys really not going to do that much.
Yeah. Because he's got, like, Blade Dancers in this list, for instance, and they don't have scoring anymore. So. 24th Guard with full command. I have to assume that's where the BSB is going. Yeah. Which is interesting, because, I mean, they're not really going to fail a panic test. I don't know.
No, I don't get what the point of the banner discipline is on that guy either.
Well, it's so you don't even take panic tests.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But like, sure.
They're like leadership 9.
Wait a second, actually. Oh, never mind. We're good. So, yeah, 24th Guard, full command.
Forest Eagle.
Didn't even buy the Vanguard on him. He's got a Forest Eagle.
Forest Guard?
Because they took away Bodyguard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fair. I guess not. Yeah. Bodyguard's definitely a good rule, but I guess Vanguard's pretty sweet too.
But you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
Forest Eagle, 3 Thicket Beasts for some scoring, I assume. 5 Wild Huntsmen with full command? Man. You only pay for the musician on them. You don't even bother with the other. When you're only 5 models. 8 Blade Dancers with a standard musician. Why would you ever buy the musician in Blade Dancers? It serves no purpose. Because they're light troops. Yeah, it serves no purpose whatsoever.
Oh, he's gonna march block you, baby, so hard.
Then we got 5 Pathfinders and 2 Tree Fathers. I'm sorry, Jake, but the only part of this list I like is the Tree Fathers.
Yeah, it's just because just a lot of like wasted points.
A lot of
bad units.
Awkward builds.
Yeah.
Units that don't seem to make a lot of sense.
Like that Chieftain's the saddest thing. Is that guy's just gonna like...
the guy's just gonna die.
Yeah. If he doesn't die in every 5 games, that's the luckiest Chieftain I've ever seen.
Yeah. So, good luck on your first place win, Jake.
Yes. He's obviously got something in the meta that we haven't realized.
So, tisk. Sorry, man. Then we've got John Gelhausen with his UD, bringing him back. We've got a Pharaoh General, the Scourge of Kings, Second Scepter, the Death Mask of Teput, and paired weapons on a Shah Guardian.
That's pretty sweet. He's on a Phoenix, so... Or not Phoenix, a Sphinx.
Yes. Shah Guardian.
I know, I don't really get the Shah Guardian thing.
It's the new fluffy.
Yeah.
You've got a Death Cult Hierarch, Master of Cosmology, baby!
Whoa, UD can take cosmology?
They've always had cosmology.
Wow, that's cool. I guess nobody was just taking it.
It's never been cool until now.
Yeah.
Sacred Hourglass, Sandstorm Cloak for that hard target.
Sacred Hourglass is overpowered.
It's nuts.
Rerolling 2 dice? Like,
and
what?
He's got Soul Conduit, so...
Oh my gosh. I know, I saw that and I was like, that is insanely overpowered. For like 70 points.
But given that these are UD, I think they need it. They need help in a lot of cases with their magic. Like, they need the magic to function.
I guess, yeah.
2 Tomb Architects naked. Banner of Entombed is 0-3 now, so he's got 2 units of ambushing skellies.
Yeah, I really like what they did with that banner.
I love that. 5 scouts, 11 archers, 10 archers.
Dude,
it's a little small.
That's fine. I mean, that's all his core, though. That's a ton of core, though.
It is.
Like 2 chaff units and 2 things of archers.
It's because he's got the 2 skelly units. Because it used to be you would just fill up your core with archers.
Archers, sure.
3 chariots. 6 Shopti with Muso halberds. Yep. Great. Sphinx, Dread Sphinx. Yes. Yes, he has the entombed statues. And sold statues.
Can you put the regen on those sphinxes?
I would assume.
It's an entirely of ensouled statue that each is... Yeah, I really wouldn't see why not.
Then we are moving on to VC with Chris Mintz.
Minceman.
So he's got a Vampire Count General with Dead Arise, the Brotherhood of the Dragon. He's an adept of occultism. With the Crimson Rage, Skeletal Steed, a Shield, the Reaper's Harvest, Dusk Forge, Cursed Medallion. This guy's 860 points. He is the blenderiest Blenderlord I think you can make right now.
He's gross.
It's pretty
I wouldn't
good.
want to fight him.
Neither would I. We've got a Vampire Courtier with the Brotherhood of the Dragon, a Turtle Duelist, Apprentice, Skeletal Steed, Lance, paired weapons. Yeah, because he's got Weapon Master. Basil, Infusion, and Lucky Charm. So, great.
Still pretty strong combat, too. Yeah.
He's not a BSB. I thought he would be.
Do you really need a BSB, though?
No, but...
I mean, that's the thing is Undead.
Well,
you never
actually,
really
when you're running Knights,
maybe. You do. I guess, yeah, because that one reduction probably helps.
But when we talk about how big this unit is, we'll see why we doesn't need it.
Yeah.
We've got a Necromancer, Master of Alchemy. Excuse me? Alchemy on a Necromancer?
Yeah, they can take Alchemy.
I'm done with this game.
I think they have Pyromancy, Alchemy, Occulism, and Evocation.
What world am I living in? I'm going to go play Age of Sigmar. Skeletal Steed, Light Armor, Destiny's Call, damn. Yeah. And, of course, because you can take Light Armor. Yeah. And Magical Heirloom. It's really good.
I like that Necro.
50 Skellies, full command, Banner of the Relentless Company.
Just
Fuck
50
off.
Skellies just up in your face.
Chris. 21 Zombies, the Muso, 8 Wolves, 14 Paro Knights. Oh, man. I want to see this movement tray. With a flaming stand.
Do you think he's putting both the vampire characters in there?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
4 Winged Reapers with paired weapons and 5 Vampire Spawner the Champ.
Yeah, this is a good list.
This is a great list. He's running them 8 wide, I bet. The Knights.
14?
Plus 2, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you could run them 8 wide.
Yeah. Oh, for running into the dudes who have line formation. 8 wide.
I feel like 5 would still benefit you more.
Yeah. Just reduce the number of attacks.
Well, because you didn't really need that many attacks from the Barrow Knights.
I don't know. We'll see.
They're just a bunker for the vamps.
I just want to see his super long movement tray that doesn't fit his deployment zone. Alright, moving on to Corey Leninger's VC. He's got a Vampire Count General of Lamia with a Evocation Adept, Light Armor, Spectral Steed. That's a mount. Mm-hmm. Destiny's Call, True Thirst, Such Thirst. And the Dead Arise. We've got a Vampire Courtier, Lamia, Shield, Skeletal Steed, Adept of Evocation, Heavy Armor, Talisman of Shielding, Touch of Greatness. So it's kind of killy.
That's still really good. What's this weapon?
Touch of Greatness.
Okay, so it's this melee weapon or hand weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like still strength 6.
8 Dire Wolves, 28 Ghouls of the Champ, 30 Skellies, full command spears, and the Legion Standard. So there's an appropriate.
See, that's the place to put it. You run those guys 5 wide.
Yep.
Now you get like +4.
A Shrieking Horror.
Just one?
Just one. A Varkalak, 13 Barrow Knights.
Okay.
So this is another big one. The Court of the Damned and a Dark Coach. So yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I feel like all those little things at the end all seem to be kind of.
They don't seem to have a real good focus.
No, yeah, I feel like if you take a Shrieking Horror, you should.
But they are all very fast.
That's true. Yeah.
So this is a list that isn't staying in one place. It's gonna be all up in your face. Yeah.
That's true. All those things can just follow the. Well, the Varkalek gets to march and move every time anyway, right? Mm-hmm. It's autonomous or whatever.
Right.
The Dark Coach is a chariot, so it doesn't need the general. But you need the general for the Shrieking Horror. Yeah, I think it's fun. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it'll be fun.
We have Dave Fought's VC list here. He's running a Vampire Lord General. Oh shit. Sorry. He's got 2.
Oh, okay.
He's got 2 blenders. He's got the Vampire Lord, Brotherhood of the Dragon, Plate, Eternal Duelist, Dead Arise, the Eternity Gem.
Is that like the Ring of Eternity or whatever?
I believe so, yeah. Get a wound back. Or it's a ward save or something.
It's a 2-up, but
yeah, 2-up ward save.
Wound.
That's right. Yeah. The Legend of the Black King. I'm not sure what that is.
That sounds cool, though.
Let's look that up real quick.
I like the name of that.
So the Legend of the Black King is a 100-point armor enchantment that gives you +1 to your armor and 4 of Aegis. Yep. Remember the Armor of Destiny?
What?
It's this.
Whoa.
It's just this.
That is
equipable on heavy armor and plate armor.
Really good.
It's real good.
Holy crap.
So if anybody was going to get the Armor of Destiny, I guess it makes sense for a vampire, right?
I mean, you already sink a lot of points into them.
Right.
So, yeah.
Alrighty.
Damn.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-up armor save, 4-up word save character.
Yep.
That can kill you too. It's
really
gonna kill you.
Because he's got a Lucky Charm and a great weapon. So yeah, he's well protected and he will kick your ass. And then we've got Another Vampire Lord, Brotherhood of the Dragon. Monster Hunter. Reaper's Harvest. Let's look up what that is. Reaper's Harvest is a 115-point magic weapon. Attacks made with this weapon are always Strength 10 and Armor Piercing 10.
Oh.
Gain Divine attacks and magical attacks. When rolling to wound, use Discipline instead of Resilience.
I remember that. That is awesome.
That's amazing.
So good.
I love this.
Like, oh.
Wow.
That's really good. So, I mean, the worst you're ever wounding on it with a 4-up.
Yep.
But then, you could also be wounding on it against... Oh, and then you just have somebody that causes fear next to you.
That's right.
Oh, that's so good.
All right.
That's really tasty, actually.
I mean,
AP 10?
Yeah.
And Divine attacks?
Yeah.
And Strength 10?
Yeah. You're dead.
Oh,
and he's
scary.
got the Potion of Swiftness on this character, too. So
is
he's
it
going
like
to kill you.
Is it a Great Weapon enchantment, or what kind of enchantment is it?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you have to get lightning reflexes or something like that to strike
exactly.
back your initiative. That's still
real good.
Really nerdy.
Talisman of Shielding, so he's got a 5-up also. Like, yeah. Or no, sorry, it's a hand weapon enchantment.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
Or that's almost better. I'd rather it be. I mean, because why do you need a Great Weapon?
Right.
You know, he already Strength 10.
Yeah, so he always gets to use it. He's got a 1-up still. Like,
that's 5-up with that too.
Or does he? 4, 3, 2. He's got a 2.
2 up, 5-up?
Yeah.
That's really solid. On a T5 character.
Real good.
Very tasty.
He's got a Necro Adept with the Necromantic Staff for some extra zombies. 23 zombies. 23 zombies. 35 zombies. 20 ghouls.
Okay.
Then 2 bat swarms, 40 barrow guard. Wow.
That is a little bit.
With halberd and full command. The black standard of Zagvost, which is the plus one to hit. Yep. And then 6 vampire knights with blood ties, full command and a flaming standard. So 2 blenders in a unit of vampire knights. Yeah.
That is a scary unit.
You know what you're shooting.
Oh, and I mean the Beauregard units, no pushover either.
Right. Like,
they got a halberd, so they're Niche 2.
Yeah.
Niche 3 with the charge.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty scary.
I mean, like, obviously, like, you know, if you're faster than them, you can go into them and do a lot of wounds, but like 40 is just a big number. Like,
it's huge, and you're growing the back. Like,
yeah, that's tough, man.
Yeah, Dave, that is an attaboy for sure.
Yeah, I love that last attaboy. I just kind of can't believe how scary those characters are.
Yeah, that's...
Like, both those characters are disgusting.
Like,
gross.
The Vampire Lord still retains the reputation of the killiest character in Warhammer.
Yeah.
For sure.
The 9th Age.
So we move on to Kirk Wagenek. His VC.
So we have 4 VC lists as well.
5.
Wow, they really popped out of the woodwork.
No, they've always been pretty populous, I think.
I guess. I feel like I just haven't seen them any recently.
So Kirk's got a Karnstein vampire count.
Okay.
Adaptive Evocation. Oh, shit. Dead Arise, True Thirst, the Rod of Battle, Dragon Staff, Stormcaller, Colossal Zombie Dragon. It's happening!
I just can't even believe how many things you just read off for that character.
It's vampires. Like, this is a 1,300 point monster, so he's 1,500 points if and when you don't kill him.
Well, we'll see. If he's got the engines, it's pretty hard to kill him.
I think he will. He's got a Courtier, Von Karnstein, Evocation Adept, Heavy Armor, Paired Weapons, and the Legend of the Black King for that Aegis.
That's so good.
Yeah. 30 ghouls, 23 ghouls, 41 skellies with full command, 6 gas for a good bunker, or a good, just like anvil unit, really. An Altar of Undeath, 20 Barrow Guard with Grey Weapons, full command, and the Black Standard, and 6 Wraiths. So the list doesn't blow me away.
Can you read the rest after the core?
After the core?
Yeah.
6 Ghasts.
Okay.
An Altar of Undeath.
Okay.
20 Barrow Guard with Great Weapons, full command, and the Black Standard.
Okay.
And then 6 Wraiths. So...
Yeah.
The dragon is great.
The dragon's got like a 5-0.
Yep.
Which is pretty good.
The dragon is great. But the rest of the list
is
It's pretty easy to clean up, I feel.
Yeah, I think so too. Because like those great weapons are extra slow.
Yep.
And 20's not a lot, so you could.
The ghouls can put out some good damage, but
it's a big unit of ghouls and core.
It's 23 and 30, so
they're hard to kill too.
Yeah,
because they're like T4.
Yep.
They don't have like a 6-up regen.
Yes.
Or they can.
So
it's a decent amount of stuff to chew on, but I think overall it's not enough things to chew on.
Right. Like if you do kill the dragon, the rest of the list can't make up.
No. And a 5-up regen's good,
like,
but like
you look at like
you can miss that.
At Chris Mintz's Colossal Zombie Dragon list when he was taking it, he also had like the units of Winged Reapers in there that were totally terrifying.
Winged Reapers are terrifying, like really hard to kill.
If you're going with a Colossal Zombie Dragon, there's got to be at least one other element in your army that's going to pick up the slack.
Really scary.
Yeah, because the problem with the Colossal Zombie Dragon is, though, even though it's amazing, it can't win the game on its own because it's only one unit. It can't be on the whole board at once.
It can't be in all the pivotal combats it needs to be in.
Exactly. So this list will get an added tisk from me because it's almost there. It's almost there.
It's really close. I like the build on the Zombie Dragon.
For sure.
That's because the Stormcaller gives them like hard target, right?
Yep. And everything else within 12 inches.
Yeah, that's great actually. Is that one turn only, or is that
always?
Always. Yeah. It makes it kind of hard. It makes it a little bit harder to take that guy down. Yeah.
No.
Games are only hitting him 4-ups.
Okay. We've got O'Brien Jennings' VC.
Okay.
He's got a Vampire Count, Dead Arise, Dragon Bloodline, Eternal Duelist, Shield Breaker, Legend of the Black King, of course. He's an adept of occultism, and he's got a Skeletal Steed. So he's tough to kill, and he's a very capable combat guy.
Yeah.
He's not quite the blender that Dave Fott has, but he's pretty good. A Vampire Courtier. Oh, this is why. He's got 3 of them instead of 2. So he's got a Courtier, Dragon Bloodline, Eternal Duelist, Skeletal Steed, Lance Shield.
Man, all these skied vampire characters.
Yeah, all the cavalry in general here. Like, this is a cavalry tournament.
I know, yeah.
Vampire Courtier, Dragon Bloodline, Eternal Duelist, True Thirst, Willow's Ward, and Shield. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Can't you only take Willow's Ward on foot?
Oh, he is on foot.
Okay.
Never mind. But yeah, he's got 3 Dragon Bloodline guys. But that guy is a 2-up on foot.
I mean, that's so solid.
It's really good.
Maybe put him like in your barrel guard now or something.
No. Looks like ghouls.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
He grows them back with the True Thirst.
Yeah.
So that's good. So he's got 40 ghouls with the champion.
Okay, never mind. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that 40 ghouls.
That unit will never leave combat.
Yeah.
20 zombies.
Yeah, that's so hard to...
20 zombies. 10 Barrow Knights. 5 wolves. 5 wolves. The signature O'Brien Jennings Dark Coach with extended chassis. Of Arkalak and 5 Vampire Knights with the Dragon Bloodline.
Oh, I like that.
That's really good.
That's an attaboy.
I love... O'Brien always has really cool lists.
Like 40 ghouls with that dude with the red thirst.
Yeah.
Like, that is so hard to chew through.
Yeah.
Like,
He keeps growing them back.
I know.
It's really great. Excellent list there, O'Brien.
Oof, that's tough.
All right, now we're moving on to the army we will need to look up the most details for. Vermin Swarm.
I don't even think you need to for this one. This is Derek Cooper's.
All right, we got Derek Cooper. So it looks like he is still stuck on the Plague Pendulum. We've got...
did the Plague Pendulum get bad? Or get nerfed?
I think so. I haven't really looked at it, but from what I understand, it was supposed to get nerfed.
I mean, I feel like as long as it still has those grind attacks, it's still good.
So we got a Patriarch...
Unless those grind attacks got, like, their strength went down?
I don't know. We got a Patriarch and a Pendulum, Adept of Occultism, paired weapons. Oh, so that's different, I think. Because before, he had to be a... He got his spells automatically from the Pendulum. Whereas now he bought an Adept upgrade, so maybe you don't get the spells anymore. Paired weapons, the Hero's Heart. Oh, interesting. So yeah, he's got a little bit of a combat build there. Potion of Swiftness and the Magical Heirloom. So
it's not bad.
Yeah, it's 745 points for the general. He's got a Chief BSB with Mithril Mail and a Halberd, period. 235. It's a good cheap guy. 40 Plague Brotherhood. Obviously where the pendulum's going. It's going to suck.
What armor save do Plague Pendulum, or the Plague Brotherhood have? Do they have like a 6-up or something?
I don't even think they have a 6-up.
They don't even have a save? Okay.
Yeah. They're just toughness 4 and...
Oh, they are toughness 4.
Yeah.
That's so good. Are those core?
Yeah. Of course
T4 core?
It seems like everything in this army is core.
Like, it's kind of crazy, actually. T4 core?
Yeah, with Hatred and paired weapons.
Jeez.
Pretty good. And battle focus.
Battle focus on too, yeah. Yeah,
25 Rat at Arms with Banner of Discipline. Full command. 42 Giant Rats? What the fuck?
Yeah, I saw that. Those are like the really crappy dudes.
Those are worse than slaves.
But they have like Vanguard and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's still a lot of models that shoot through 42.
Yeah. They're gonna be steadfast.
They're on 20 by 20s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Maybe you know something we don't, but
I know.
sure.
I remember we were talking about them a while ago and how like weird they are.
Yeah.
And how they're not super terrible.
Yeah.
Because they are like cheap. Like that unit's probably like 200 points.
It's 272 points for 42 models.
42 models. So it's like, yeah.
So they're not fighters for sure, but they're very good at dying.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure. 35 slaves for 170 points. 6 vermin hulks with no upgrades. That's certainly fine. 2 rat swarms, which are dumb. I hate them. Swarms are in such a weird position because they're so good right now.
They are.
Every swarm has a really cool niche.
Yeah.
Especially, what are they called?
Jungle swarms?
Jungle swarms, yeah, in SA are super good.
What are the jungle swarms? Oh, aren't they like
dangerous terrain?
Yeah, it's really good, yeah.
And then these rat swarms, you can charge through them.
You can move, charge through them. That's crazy. Like,
super good.
I know, that's crazy that, like, you can use them to chaff your opponent, but you can then just...
Yep, you don't even care.
Well, like, wait, well, like, what if... Well, you still have to have, like, space to charge through them, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So it's...
Like, you couldn't have them 1 inch from a unit.
It's chaffing, but it's more dangerous chaffing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can just park them in front and not worry about it.
Oh, yeah.
8 Plague Disciples, 10 Gutter Blades with Scout and Ambush, a Rotary Gun, a Globe Launcher, 4 Jezzails, that's new, a Lightning Cannon, and an Abomination.
Yep.
So I think this is a solid list for sure.
Attaboy. I don't really see anything wrong with it.
Attaboy.
I mean, it's got some separate little pieces at the end that you could probably switch around, but I mean...
Like, maybe not the Abomination for this list?
I don't even think Abomination's bad, though.
It's not bad.
It's still a great monster.
But I feel like, for instance, the... what's the Dreadmill? I feel like you can't go wrong with a Dreadmill.
I feel like the Dreadmill got nerfed pretty hard, though. Like,
really?
The last couple things. Yeah.
Now that's an actual shooting attack?
I feel like it kept getting hit.
It deserved it.
I mean, yeah, it was super good.
Now we have Jason Shoup. He's got a Magister Master of Thaumaturgy with a Focusing Stone. He's got a Chief BSB with paired weapons on a Vermin Hulk with Swarm Master and Talisman of Shielding. So he's got 2d6 plus 1 Strength 3 attacks with Armor Piercing 1.
That's pretty good.
Plus the Bodyguard's attacks. And a 4-up, 5-up. Interesting. Rocket Machinist with the multifocal eyepiece. Plague Patriarch, Apprentice of Occultism with paired weapons on a Plague Pendulum. So that's a super cheap pendulum. 570. And it's not even the general, so he's not even worried about losing it.
Yeah, that's really good.
35 Rat at Arms, full command, Banner of Discipline. That seems to be a build. Rat at Arms and Banner of Discipline, just for scoring.
They might even just put their BSB in there.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, because what their BSB
or honestly, that's where his generals go.
Oh, yeah, because that's even better than your BSB. Yeah.
35 Plague Brotherhood with the Aquila of Ruin for that pendulum. 2 units of 10 foot pads for chaffing.
And scoring.
Oh, they're scoring too?
They're scoring, yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, they're like, what, 80 points or something like
120.
120. Yeah.
4 Vermin Hulks with Thunder Hulk upgrades, Champion, and Rotary Gun. 2 Meat Grinders, another Rotary Gun, a Globe Launcher, and an Naphtha Thrower. 8 Grenadiers and an Abomination. Jason, your army makes me sick. I hate it. It's a beautiful army.
About to throw my Uncle John's.
Yeah, all over this laptop.
That's a good list, so attaboy.
Great list, attaboy. Now we're on to Warriors.
Yes.
Jeff Gazette.
I like all the Warriors lists. They all look really interesting. This one's kind of dope, actually.
Let's see what we got.
Is it the one with all the Feldraks?
Yep. So we have a Feldrak Ancestor, Primal Legend, and a Great Weapon. Great. Yeah. Enormous Monster General. 2 units of 23 Warriors for scoring and being unkillable bricks.
2 units of 23?
Yep.
Those are actually good blocks.
And a shield.
Hand up shield?
Yeah. No command.
Yeah.
That's kind of nuts. But
I guess you should have like a musician.
If all he's doing is sitting on objectives.
I guess, yeah. I mean, we just march toward the objectives.
Yep.
So,
and the Feldraks do all the work because he's got 2 units of 5 Feldraks with great weapons and 2 Feldrak Elders with great weapons. And that's it.
I love that list.
That's the list.
It's so silly.
He's got...
The only thing I feel like I'd almost go with paired weapons on the Feldraks.
Yeah.
Because that Strength 5 is really good.
It is, on its own, yeah.
On its own. I mean, they're only Niche 2. The Niche 3 on the charge isn't bad.
Yeah.
And paired weapons aren't bad either, because then they can repair.
Defensive skill's really good.
Yeah. I don't.
And they need their attacks now that they don't have the double stomp.
Oh, they lost the double stomp?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, not that great weapons are bad, because, like...
I mean, winning on 2s against everything.
I mean, the strength threshold in that army is crazy.
It is.
Like, what, there's, like, 3 monsters with strength 8?
Yep.
And then there's...
10 models with
10
strength
models
7,
with
each with 3 attacks. Yeah.
3 attacks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Really great.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, that list is going to move forward and get in your face. And
I hope I don't have to face it. That sounds amazing.
I know, either you're going to be able to, like, kind of chaff up some of the stuff and be able to take off some of those pieces, or he's going to get into combat and probably grind everybody out.
Next, we have... Let's see. We got Jeremy Gottschalk with a Barbarian Chief on a Chimera.
Apparently, Chimeras don't fly anymore.
That's right. They're, like ground stalking kind of creatures. Yeah.
They're on the really big base now, right?
Yeah, 100 by 150.
Yeah, like, because I know he literally, I saw the models he painted up. They're gonna look great. But like, it was a little bit crazy when I heard it. He was like, I just want to...
And the stat line, like, this monster is nutso. It's got March 20.
March?
Well, his don't. He didn't pick up that upgrade.
Oh, but they can have.
But they have a March 20 upgrade.
Are they only character mounts now, or are they still?
Yes.
Okay, they're only character mounts?
Only character mounts.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we got the Unbroken Chimera, General, Dragon Staff, Burning Portent. That's the old Burning Blade.
Yeah.
Barbarian Chief, another Chimera.
The only thing good is they're Barbarian Chiefs.
Right, so they're cheap.
So they're not as good as like the Chaos Warriors.
Well, I think he had to do that to afford them.
Well, sure. Yeah. But I'm just saying, it's also good. You know, they have less offensive, they have less strength.
You're saying against him, it's good.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
not good for him.
It's not terrible for him because he still has these 2 really crazy monsters.
For sure. If it was up to Jeremy, I'm sure he would have taken Chaos Lords on.
Exactly. Yeah. If he could have afforded it, he would have gotten it. Yeah.
The second one has the Orb of Foreboding, Battle Standard. Wow. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 18 and 18, 36. He's got a 40-inch wide BSB bubble.
Really? Is that one? Yeah, because I guess that monster is probably like...
He's 4 inches wide.
That's kind of crazy.
And 18 on either side.
40-inch reroll.
A 40-inch leadership bubble.
Yeah, he shouldn't have any problems with it.
That's nuts. And he's got Cleansing Light and Great Weapon. He's got 10 Barbarian Horsemen, Great Weapons, and Shields. That's interesting. Full command and the Banner of Inevitability. That's kind of weird. Great Weapons on Cavalry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessary.
I feel like they're going to get... Yeah, and the same thing, another unit, 10 Horsemen with Great Weapons and Shields.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to die before they can strike.
I mean, Jeremy has been boasting that he's just playing a fun list.
Right.
But it's Jeremy, and he's a great player.
Yeah, so he's going to figure out a way to make it work, for sure. 8 Warhounds to fill out that core. 5 Chosen Knights with Pride and Favor, Musician Standard. 5 Chosen Knights, Pride and Favor, Musician and Standard. 5 Chosen Knights, Question mark favor. And musician. So,
see, and
Chosen Knights are nuts.
Well, Chosen Knights aren't like, they're like the Monsters category, right?
That's right. So they're not like explicitly Wrathbound anymore.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, they have rerolls, much like the rest of the Warriors army. Actually, it's not just restricted to Chosen, but because they've got Pride and they're wearing Chaos armor, they get rerolls of break tests, and they can reroll their charges.
That's really good.
It's so good.
Like,
and they have cold-blooded.
What?
Yeah.
So, like, that unit's never fleeing from
It's never fleeing, not that it's ever losing.
No, I mean, not that it should lose that much anyway, but yeah.
Like, it's so good.
Even if you win, it's like you're not gonna... Yeah, oh, man.
Chosen Knights are...
Yeah, that's a pretty crazy list.
Attaboy.
Attaboy, even though it's kind of quirky, I think it's just like, I'm really kind of curious to see those monsters in action.
The monsters and the Chosen Knights are just going to wreck.
I feel like unless you have like a couple cannons, like, you're just going to have a hard time killing those big monsters. They probably have 6 ones apiece, I bet.
I think 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and they're not flying anymore, right?
Right.
So that's better, actually, because now, like...
Now they don't suffer clipped wings.
Now they don't suffer clipped wings. Although the nice thing now is you can chaff them.
True.
Or you couldn't chaff them before.
But you're going to have to take a terror test.
True.
Now we have John Francis. He's got an Exalted Herald. Interesting. It doesn't say what he took on that Exalted Herald. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, because it does take some options.
Right. It has to take 2 of a selection of 4 options.
Yeah.
We've got a Chosen Lord with Pride, a Shield, BSB, Talisman of Shielding, Rending Banner, and a Tropagora. Great.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize that could be a BSB. Wow. That's nuts.
Yeah, is it actually like a Lord? Or like a...
Yeah.
Huh. That's kind of crazy if the Lord
really good.
melee character can be like that.
Sorcerer, General of Alchemy, Master of Alchemy, Plate Armor, Route of Battle, Binding Scroll. I like the Binding Scroll.
I do too.
I want to start taking it.
I almost took it in like one of my lists. Because it's actually kind of like a really good item.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like if there's that one turn where you're like, all right, I need to stop that spell.
Don't even bother. Like, especially if you're running against an opponent who only has a couple of spells. It's like you can actually shut down his whole magic phase.
Really, you can.
Yeah.
Which actually in this tournament, it's probably gonna be really good because there are a lot of just
adepts.
Single adepts.
Yep.
They only got like 2 or 3 spells.
Yep.
So like, yeah, you just like, all right.
Well, now you're only casting 2 spells this turn. Are you really going to throw 5 dice?
Yeah. Like, are you really going to throw 4 and 5s? Yeah, it's really good.
Great pickup there. Then we got 20 Warriors, Standard Bearer, no Musician, Halberds, and Flaming Standard.
Come on, you just gotta take a musician.
Yeah, I feel like we've got a suspicious lack of command nowadays. It's weird.
Like, there's still no reason never to not take a musician.
Yep.
Because otherwise you always just have to reform.
Yep. 2 units of 5 Fallen for Chaff. 2 units of 5 Warhounds for Chaff. A Warrior Chariot. 6 Feldrax with paired weapons. There you go. And a Marauding Giant with the Giant Club.
Nice.
Yeah. Where's the rest of this army, it feels like? I don't know. Like, the characters are all pretty expensive, so maybe that's it.
It's probably just expensive characters, yeah.
But yeah, he's got like the unit of 6 Feldrax, and it feels like his only real fighting unit.
Yeah.
Like the Warriors obviously are a great fighting unit, but he's got all 3 characters
and they got
in that
Halberds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
Or sorry, he's got 2 characters in the Warriors, and then obviously the Exalted Herald running around.
But isn't the Exalted Herald is General too? Or is it the Wizard?
It's the Wizard.
Okay, that's better.
So yeah, I don't know. I think this is going to get an Attatisk from me, just because I feel like there's not enough to be scared of in this list.
I'm not sure if I can give the full Attaboy.
Right.
So I'm going to give the Attatisk too.
Yeah.
I don't hate it or anything.
No, for sure. It's still a cool list.
If you had a musician on those Warriors, I'd give them the Attaboy.
There you go. It comes down to 20 points between an Attatisk and an Attaboy. You know what you got to do. Now we've got Mark Detler's Warriors. Let's see what he's got here. Looks like a pretty short list. We've got a Exalted Herald, General. And They don't have the details listed on here, so I'm wondering if you choose them before the game. That'd be really good.
You know what? That might be a thing, actually.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
And so he's got an Exalted Herald as his general. Then he's got another Exalted Herald.
Oh, gosh. That's kind of crazy, too, Exalted Herald's on the list.
15 warriors with full command. There you go. And the Icon of the Infinite. 14 warriors, full command. Mark knows what he's doing.
I already feel like I want to give an attaboy.
I know. Just predetermined attaboy. 5 warrior knights with no command.
Shoot.
5 more warrior knights with no musician or anything. Mark, you're slipping. And lances. 3 warrior chariots. A Forsaken one. And the Marauding Giant. Wow.
Is a Forsaken one like a little spawn?
Forsaken one is the old Blood Beast.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Did they nerf the Blood Beast, or I can't remember? No, it's really good stuff.
It's still really good.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the stompiest list. Apart from that Feldrak only list.
I think I really like it. I still want to give it an attaboy, even though, like, I don't know why he doesn't have 2 musicians in those nights.
Right. But other than that,
I feel like it's really solid.
Well, I mean, like, actually, what would he cut is the problem. If
yeah,
he did put it in,
he
can't cut any warriors. He's a mid-core. Like, yeah. So that's why. But I guess he could have cut the lances and the warrior knights. But he wants the strength, obviously. So yeah, that's a attaboy.
What's the giant have again? Giants.
Nothing. No upgrades.
No upgrades. I really like the tribal spear on the giant. That thing's so good.
It's really cool if you're running marauders.
Yeah. Barbarians.
Barbarians, thank you. And our last list of the day, we have Tom Minter's Warriors.
I'd be really interested in playing Tom again.
Me too.
Because he crushed me last time.
Same.
I was
Chosen
not ready
Lord
for his list.
of Gluttony, Shield, General, Portent, Burning Portent, Talisman of Shielding, Potion of Swiftness, Luck of the Dark Gods, and a Black Steed, so he's mounted. We got Exalted Herald, Wizard Adept, a Sorcerer with Destiny's Call, Talisman of the Void of Evocation, 15 Warriors, Champion, Standard, no Musician. What's up with these guys? Banner Relentless Company, so I guess they just want to march onto a flank and sit in the corner in a breakthrough scenario? I don't know.
Or, I mean, just set on one of the 2 penny objectives?
Yeah. 15 Warriors, full command paired weapons. 3 Chosen Knights, Favor of Pride. Yep. 5 Warhounds, 5 Warhounds. Warrior Chariot, 7 Warrior Knights with Lances, the Stalker Standard, Champ Standard, and no Musician. And a Marauding Giant with a Giant Club. I don't think I like this list, to be honest.
I don't hate it. I'm going to give it an Aetisk.
I'll give it an Aetisk as well. Like, the Warrior Knights are going to have a general in it, so that's obviously going to be a super killing unit.
Yeah.
But I feel like that, other than the 3 Chosen Knights, and it's just 3, there's not, again, a unit that can really...
What's the giant have? Is he no upgrades?
Giant Club.
Giant Club, okay.
Yeah.
The giant with the Giant Club is pretty scary.
It is. But it's a toughness 5 guy with 7 wounds.
Yeah.
But he's toughness 5 and no real save. So you can kill him.
Yeah.
So the knight unit here is obviously super scary. You've invested a fuck ton of points in it.
Yep.
But that's kind of it. The Exalted Herald is obviously going to be pretty scary, but I don't know. I feel like this list is just missing a little something. That's Tom Minter's list, and that's everything.
Yeah. A lot of good lists.
For sure.
It's really going to be interesting to see...
It's really interesting to see how the meta has shifted into almost wholly cavalry.
A lot of cav. Yeah. Which, I mean, it's funny, because I have that one cav list that I really want to play. I just don't have all the models together for
right.
it.
I'm really happy I took my Movement 10 cav unit.
Yeah, well, because your cav is... Well, your Centaurs are a really good anti-cav unit, too.
Yep, like, that AP4.
Because you're kind of... You're faster than a lot of cav.
Yep.
You have a better charge threat, so...
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy, though. It'll be interesting to see how all the cav does.
Yeah, I'm excited. So, thanks for listening, everybody. And we'll hope to hit you with a retrospective soon. Thanks.
Bye. I'm pretty sure I forgot my giant.